a big old Friday. Big old Friday. There is something monumental going on in the city tomorrow. You know what it is, Crowder?
Ultra.
No, I think that's over.
Oh.
I think that's come and gone. There's a huge sports happening tomorrow in Miami, Crowder.
Inter Miami.
Inter Miami new stadium is opening. Why are you look confused, Solana?
I thought you were talking about the Wizards back in town to face Bam Adebayo.
I see that you are trying to single-handedly turn this into a drama-filled game. I saw you post a video with Simone Fontecchio. I love that. I don't know why people are doing this with Fontecchio. I understand why. He's the only person to have teamed with another player to score 100 points, right? Solana, is that like
second highest scoring duo in the history of the NBA for a single game? Bam Adebayo and Simone Fontecchio, 101 points they combined.
And like Solana puts this video up of him with Simone Fontecchio at shoot-around today, and it's like, you will forever be known for this 83-point performance with Bam because you and I but there Solana's not the only one doing that, but I do find that funny that somehow Simone Fontecchio has been lumped into the 83-point game.
Simone.
Just so you know, I asked for Bam Adebayo. They're like,
it's
nah,
very
he's good. And I'm like, all right.
No, listen, no explanation needed.
What's the other angle I can go with for the pregame show tomorrow? So if you want to tune into my combo with Simone tomorrow at 1:45.
Did you ask him about Italy not qualifying for the World Cup?
Yes. And in fact, I wasn't sure if he would take offense to me asking him about it, because we've talked soccer in the past. Like I told him from Uruguay, we've talked soccer in the past off air, just me and him kind of shooting the bleep. And I said, hey, do you mind if I get a couple questions about Italy, the Azzurri? And he's like, oh, all right, sure. We could play. I have the video if you want. We could play it later.
All right, play it later. Let's do that for 15 minutes of heat. I'm curious. He's got to be despondent, right? All Italian fans are despondent.
He was very even keel about it. I was trying to get some emotion out of him, but he was cool. Like he gave me, whatever he could muster up. But yeah, he's clearly disappointed.
He's surprised he gets a one-on-one. He's Simone Fontecchio. He can talk about anything.
Anyway, new stadium opens tomorrow. Inter Miami's first match there. Chris Whittingham is going to join us today to talk about that. Will Manso is going to join us in the 3 o'clock hour from New Stadium. They've got a live special at 8 p.m. tonight on Local 10. Show you all around the new stadium. I'm watching the Marlins game as we start here. They're losing 2-1 to the Yankees right now in the top of the second. I think Xavier Edwards led off the game with a ding-dong for the Marlins. And then, was it Aaron Judge who hit the 2-run dinger for the Yankees? Somebody hit a dinger. I don't have my phone next to me.
Yuri on the bump?
Yuri is on the bump. I do have a 5-leg parlay on this. One of the legs is over 7.5, 2-1 in the second. I'm feeling good about that. I have the Marlins to win. I think I've got to look at my phone. I think I've got Yuri over 4Ks maybe. I think I have Liam Hicks to get a hit. And I know everyone wants me to lay off Liam Hicks because they feel like I kind of jinx anyone who I start to root for. And by the way, Matt Mervis has been released by the Nationals organization.
Crazy.
And let me tell you something. For the Nationals to do that to one of Major League's only Jewish players on Passover,
crazy.
Shame on you, Washington Nationals. Shame on you.
They should have waited till
Monday. You've got a whole bunch of other days to tell Matt Mervis you're going to pass over his services. You didn't need to do it on Passover. That's cold.
They're done on Wednesday night.
Well, started Wednesday night. Wednesday afternoon, already you can't have bread, and now you don't even have an organization. It's a terrible week for Matt Mervis.
He just lost his check. Now he don't have to buy bread either. It's kind of a blessing.
Mark Anthony will sing the national anthem at New Stadium tomorrow. The place holds a little over 26,000 people, and it's Inter Miami hosting Austin FC. That is a 7:30 start tomorrow. Game will be on Apple TV. We'll talk with Chris Whittingham about it. We've got our final pair of tickets for the Eagles. Eagles are coming to Hard Rock Live in May. We've been giving away a pair of tickets every day this week. Today, we will give away the pair at 4:40. Today, we will give away a pair of Eagles tickets at 4:40. If you don't win tickets, you can purchase them at casino.hardrock.com or go to Ticketmaster or just search it up. But we will give away our final pair of Eagles tickets at 4:40 this afternoon. If you're watching on the stream, you see it's just me, Crowder, and Solana. No Jimmy. Jimmy's abuela has passed away. We know that she had been sick for a while, but she passed away peacefully last night. And so obviously we extend our condolences to Jimmy and the entire Garcia family, and hope that he's back at work in no time after he goes through what no family enjoys going through, but it is a part of life.
That's what I told him. Go find Randy. He's having a good time up there. They'll have a good time together.
Yeah, I told him, don't find Lyle or Sandy right now because it's Passover. They can't have bread. So wait a week. Wait a week for them. Let's get headlines brought to you by Doral Kia. You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Visit them at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com.
Unless you're the Solanas and your Passover dinner includes only items with bread.
It's crazy. Solana's Passover dinner on Wednesday night, or was it last night? When did you guys do it?
We did it last night.
Yeah, so we did it Wednesday night, although we had the leftovers last night. But Solana's, they had empanadas, which certainly is leavened bread. It's not unleavened. And they had lasagna, the noodles, that's leavened bread. It was very out of the ordinary. Now, I will tell you this. Yesterday, we were off yesterday. I had, my order of avocado toast in the morning, so I didn't exactly follow through on scripture word for word. But admittedly, Italiano had no matzah. So I didn't want to embarrass them.
So, Solana, you just had a cookout.
We had a cookout.
And they completely had just a cookout.
The best part, Crowder, about that entire thing was that my mom's Jewish, my dad's not. My mom left the bread purchase to my dad. Like, hey, go buy us some matzah for dinner tonight. We can't have bread. My dad walked into Publix, saw the sourdough was buy one, get one free, bought 2 sourdoughs and brought it back home.
I love Eduardo, man. I love Eduardo.
I love him too.
But yeah, I've got about 8 pounds of lasagna at home. If any of you want some leftovers, just come over to Casa Solana.
Should have asked Simone Fontecchio. You want to come over for Passover? We're having lasagna.
It was Aaron Judge, Hoch, who hit the 2-run dinger. So it is the Yankees right now leading bottom of the second. Yuri is still out there. And,
just walk Jazz Chisholm.
I have his number 2.
We know. And if Ricky Nolasco gets up in the pen, I'll be sure to let you know. Or whoever you're friends with.
Dan Ugla.
So is this your new thing when we're talking baseball? You just wait until we utter the name of somebody whose number you have in your contact list?
You say old X got him a homie, huh?
I did.
Yep, got his number 2. A lot of my friends look the same.
Well, Dan Ugla.
Ugla got some swag.
So tomorrow is the Inter Miami game. There's already conversations about Carmageddon just based on the fact that it's near the airport and it's a Saturday afternoon or Saturday evening. I just get this out of the way now. Are either of you concerned about not just traffic, but the surrounding area? Because obviously the stadium inside looks beautiful. Like it looks gorgeous. It's almost 100% completed. But the surrounding area of the stadium clearly does not look fit to hold 20+ thousand cars. And I'm just concerned about how that's going to play out tomorrow.
Well, I believe there's only parking for 4,500 or 5,000 because you don't have a car a person.
Yeah.
So there's not, if there's Carmageddon tomorrow, that's not going to be the norm. It's going to be because the surrounding areas just aren't ready for the ingress and egress, which is very important, very important topic for anyone who goes to live events. But I don't think there will be a problem when all the infrastructure is situated. I don't think there will be a problem with a 26,000 seat stadium. Tomorrow there may be. Not only is it not totally completed in the surrounding areas, this is going to be their first time hosting that many people at once. This isn't a soft opening because this is a tough ticket to get. They're expensive. Yeah. So there's going to be a convergence of cars that they haven't run it through yet at this level. So I would go early and I would pack your patience.
Yes. And the police force that are going to help park and all that stuff, they had to think about it. After the Marlins Stadium, it's one of the reasons I don't go to more baseball games because of the ingress and egress from that damn stadium where it's built. So I'm hoping that as they build this beautiful stadium, they've thought about that and they have different options on where to send people. If they're cutting off roads, going one ways, doing something to make the ingress and egress better than damn Marlins Stadium.
You talk about the Marlins game. First of all, there's a couple things at play there. It's a 4-story parking garage. That's never easy to get out of when everyone leaves at once. But secondly, that site where the Marlins is, remember, that was the Orange Bowl. When I used to go to games there were 70,000 people, not 20,000, 70,000 people, and there weren't any extra streets. There wasn't any extra. Like, you want to talk about ingress and egress, go back to the days of the Orange Bowl at that same site where Lone Depot Park is. Honk your horn. Have fun.
I just trust that smart people are involved in this one and they have a plan. Like, I think they have a plan.
But I don't think so. You ever leave a Panthers game? They force everyone to go right on 136th. Or they force you to go left, and it's like, well, wait a second. It goes both ways. Like, and then if I start going right and I want to go the other way to get on the Sawgrass rather than take Sunrise, I got to make a U-turn. I don't think they always think this stuff through very well. I think they just do whatever's convenient for them.
They just choose on game day.
Yeah, I kind of feel like it's like willy-nilly. Like, you think that there's like, this NASA control center, and they've done simulations for the last year. And I feel like it's more like, I don't know, me tomorrow morning looking at like an overhead shot going, well, I think if I just have everyone go this way.
But I think the Dolphins do a good job. If you're on the east side, you have to go on the turnpike. You can go down to the west, but now you have to get on University. I think the Dolphin Stadium does a great job of directing traffic.
Sometimes, because it's decent if you know where you're going, or if you happen to be shoved in the direction that you need to go. But if you get shoved in the wrong direction, like, especially like, I think the Dolphins, if you miss your entrance and then you end up a little bit, west, I guess, of the stadium, like, you're screwed.
Oh, if you pass University?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, curtains.
It's curtains.
Yeah, you're getting robbed. But turn. You see that?
No, it's not that easy.
Turn.
But you can't because there's already a line coming the other way.
And so then going the other way, it's not like they let you turn across traffic to get in the stadium. Now I'm making circles from Aventura Mall to University Drive.
It's tough at the Heat Stadium too. I like, God bless anybody who parks at Bayside, who parks underneath the arena. I get it. You want to be as close as possible. Like, I get all that stuff. But good luck leaving, because downtown Miami right now, it took me 40 minutes to get from Kaseya Center to our building. It should take me 8 minutes to get here.
Crazy.
But it's just because there's construction everywhere. In downtown Miami, high rise going up. And then you get to 95, and they're building this massive overhead that is never going to get finished. Let's be honest.
Wait till the casinos start opening.
It's gonna be beautiful though. That over thing, that over
The arches. Yeah.
Oh
the
my
arches.
goodness, that looks so cool.
Yeah.
A lot of you drive scary though. You'll sit in the middle somewhere for a long time.
You look like you drive with just no regard for anybody, and
No.
I can't stand that. I
Only
can't.
go on the road. No horn, no lights.
We know how Hoch drives. He runs right into every column.
I'm the only person on the road. I don't even care if there's an impediment.
Boom, 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 boom. What's that noise?
I'm on 95. I'm like, look at me again. No one else on the road.
Because I love that Hoch's the guy. He's like, oh, I'm never passenger. I'll never go in anybody else's
I
car.
won't.
Oh, I gotta drive everywhere because I'm the safest driver. And in his own garage, the garage is on the ground because Hoch took out all the pillars.
Oh,
of the
trust
garage.
me. Trust me. If someone else was driving, they'd have hit that pole 6-7 times.
He knocked this building down.
Yeah, I won't drive with someone else. I don't like that.
No, I mean, Hoch, my grandma used to go through the same thing. She used to hit in her building in Aventura. She used to hit the columns all the time. Her Audi was beat up, but she also had Alzheimer's. So she probably shouldn't have been driving.
Admittedly, in my building, the posts are way too thick.
Right.
They are. They don't need to be as boxy and concretey as they are.
They don't need that much support, do they, huh?
I don't think that I think they're more decorative than support. My own personal opinion. Trust me, I'm going to look into it.
I don't like riding with people.
I got to be in
Remember
control.
Yeah, Solana tried that sometime. We were going to Funky Buddha, and he was like, oh, I'm headed that way. I'll pick you up on the way. I'm a grown man. I'll just meet you at Funky Buddha. Like,
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I don't like it. Even if I'm like going with friends from Boca to a Heat game, I'm always like, yeah, I'll meet you down there. I'll get enough parking passes for everyone. I don't want to make small talk. I don't got time for that.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Bases loaded for the Yankees here in the bottom of the second. Only one out. Yuri's having some issues.
Then I have a lot of gum in my car. People always just take it upon themselves to take my gum like I'm an Uber driver. That's not your gum. That's my gum.
Marlins pitching coach is visiting Yuri right now. I'll give you $10 if you know the pitching coach's name.
Sam.
Daniel Moscos.
You gonna pull him?
Well, pitching coach won't.
Oh, okay.
Daniel Mascos.
Mascos.
Wow. I had 0% chance at winning that $10, by the way. I mean, I've never heard that name in my entire life.
Neither have I.
No one has.
The Panthers won yesterday, so we avoided back-to-back losses from those bums up in Boston. They beat the Bruins.
I mean, literally everyone is hurt. Bobrovsky had some incredible saves. I was impressed with that win last night. I watched that entire game.
I told y'all. Who's telling Paul Maurice that we're not trying to win?
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, but I heard him on Joe Rose this morning, and it's not like he said the season's over, but he was pretty realistic with the situation.
Yeah,
he
was
was
what it is. I mean, literally, there's no one playing you'd recognize.
He's still dialing it up, though.
So the Heat are going to play tomorrow. Inter Miami, of course, plays tomorrow. The Marlins will be in New York tomorrow as well. That's your weekend schedule. Just a couple things that we missed yesterday. We can just kind of run through them quickly. You guys were off, is what I mean. Kirk Cousins signed with the Las Vegas Raiders. Essentially, it's like a 1-year, $20 million deal, and the Falcons are paying $8 million of the $20 million. I know it's a 5-year, $170 million deal, but that was all nonsense. It's 1 year, $20 million.
1 year, 20 is pretty damn impressive for who he is at his age. And it's like, just even forget about the giant numbers that are attached to it, because we know that's all bogus. 1 year, 20 for Kirk Cousins is pretty damn impressive.
He needs to do a seminar on interviews because he must kill these interviews.
He has made about $350 million playing quarterback.
Last time I saw him, he fell on his face, then he put his hand up and bust his nose open.
You like that?
How old are you when you stop trying to brace yourself when you fall? You just fall.
Top on-field money earners in NFL history ranked, according to CBS. Number 4 is Tom Brady. Number 3 is Kirk Cousins. Number 2 is Aaron Rodgers. You guys want to guess who number 1 is? I did this with Gelb yesterday, too.
Number 1 earner in NFL history?
On-field money earners in NFL history.
Have they already earned it, or it's a current contract included?
The player who's ranked number 1 is still an active member, but I believe he's already earned it. Like he's just making more money now.
Still an active member.
Tom Brady is 4. Kirk Cousins just passed Tom Brady. Aaron Rodgers is 2. Number 1, he's a current NFL quarterback, obviously.
Mahomes signed $500 million.
No. And I saw a list the other day. Mahomes is like 16th on the highest paid quarterback list.
Ooh. Josh
He's
Allen?
gonna get it.
Can't be
No.
Josh Allen.
No,
No, it's got to be someone who's been
Lamar.
doing it for a long time.
not Lamar. He is a Super Bowl winning quarterback.
Oh man, L.A., Stafford.
Matthew Stafford.
That makes sense. Yeah, you hit it on the head, Hawk. He's been doing it a long time.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Your weather in South Florida right now, it is 82 degrees. Tonight,
Ooh.
the lows are going to be in the mid-70s.
Yuri just hit Aaron Judge in the elbow with a pitch. Brings in a run. Bases were loaded. Yuri Perez here in the bottom of the second has thrown 52 pitches. Not just in the bottom of the second, but in the first and second combined. He's thrown 52 pitches already. That's not pacing for a complete game.
They sent out the pitching coach to tell him to hit the man. Could have done that from the dugout.
I don't think Sandy's thrown 52 pitches in his 2 outings yet.
This is not a good outing for Yuri.
It's 4-1, right? Yankees?
Yeah. And the bases are still loaded. Still only 1 out.
Yeah, it's getting ugly.
That weather report was brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping homeowners stay safe this storm season. Visit tornadoroofing.com for a free roof and window estimate.
So something just popped up on the little box score. It said pitcher violation in yellow. Does that mean he timed out on the pitch clock?
Must be.
I've never seen that warning before. I don't know what it amounts to. Got a little grounder to the pitcher, so they forced out the runner at home. So bases loaded now, 2 outs.
Why'd he
Marlins
turn
down.
2?
I'm sorry?
Why didn't he turn 2?
Well, the guy, Bellinger, I think was fast.
Oh, okay.
He was fast.
I don't know. I mean, I can't imagine it was just a choice not to turn 2.
I mean,
I don't
pick up the
think- I don't
ball,
think
you
he
go
had the
DP.
opportunity and chose not to. I think he probably tagged out the runner at home, looked towards first, and said, "I'm not going to make it in time."
Let's go a little 4-6-3 and get out of the inning. Come on.
There's no chance that's 4-6-3.
That's not the right number.
3
Is that
6
4-6-3?
I have no idea.
That should be like on the test. If you're going to host a sports radio show, you should have to be able to answer. If the batter grounds the ball to the pitcher and the pitcher throws home to force out the runner at third, and then the catcher throws to first to double off the runner who was the batter, how do you mark it?
6-4-3. It's shortstop to second base. No, so it'd be
Well,
1
shortstop
4
wasn't even involved.
Look
Right.
at him. He
1
does
4 3
numbers.
One,
But I don't know where it starts. What's one? The pitcher?
Catcher's 2. First base is 3. Second
Whittingham
base
was
is
making
4.
the hand signals. What is it, Whitty? 1, 2, 3?
What? Oh, no, it wouldn't be 1, 2, 3.
No, I think it would be
goes home
1.
to force out at home.
Right,
but
if you're saying the pitcher fields it, throws
Yep.
to catcher, that's
Yep.
2, and then throws to first base, that's 1. It's a 1, 2, 3 double play.
Oh, I was saying, which might be dumb. Sandy picks up the ball, force out at second, and then, or not force out, but just get the guy at second and get the guy running to first base. You get the 1-4-3 double play. It's my favorite type of double play.
We got there eventually, I suppose.
I see what you're saying. Hey, Whitty knows this because he's a broadcaster. If they doubled up, what if the runner from third touches home before the double play happens?
It's a run.
It is a run?
Yeah, that happened in the FIU game the other day where there was a force out, but the run had already passed. So
who out of the three of you knew that? It wasn't you. It had to be Billy Gill.
No, me and Billy were talking about NASA. Corey Brooks. that entire broadcast was me and, well, really Billy. I'm not taking credit. Billy, but then me joining in, making Corey Brooks' head spin. And he's just consummate professional.
What possessed FIU baseball to go with a three-man booth?
that is the annual Billy Gill Solana broadcast. It's a ton of fun.
Having done baseball before, you take all the help you can get to fill the 3 hours.
Yeah,
you take all the help you can get.
All right, Whitty's going to join us officially in the next segment so we can talk about new stadium and Inter Miami tomorrow. I want to tell you first about my good friends and the amazing award-winning team at Doral Kia. Whenever you want a low price, you always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Take advantage of a Pricito now on all your favorite new Kia models like a Sportage, Sorento, Telluride, K5 Soul, and more. Don't wait. Hurry to Doral Kia today. I've told you, we bought our son his Kia K4 at Doral Kia. We drove down. Mitchell, the king of Kias, took great care of us. He and his staff will take great care of you if you're car shopping this weekend. So don't miss your chance to save on a new Kia or shop any of their pre-owned vehicles with easy financing, fast service, and the best value for your money because you always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia.
You're listening to Crowder and Solana Show.
This one time at band camp.
WQAM broadcasting live from the Edmore Sawgrass Auto Mall Studios. Edmore Sawgrass Buick GMC's entire inventory is on sale and all backed by more. Click EdmoreSawgrassBuickGMC.com to start shopping. GMC, we are professional grade.
Text WQAM on the Kenzel Toyota text line at 305-567-0560. Kenzel Toyota, number one in the 305 by making you number one with their best-selling Toyota cars, trucks, and all-new electric BZ vehicles with 0% financing for 72 months. All new, all here, all at Kendall. Call 305-KENDALL and text WQAM at 305-567-0560.
Brought to you by Kalshi. Trade on anything.
March matchups are down to 4. Trade the tournament with Kalshi. Arizona and Michigan are trading at 34% to cut down the nets. A 100 trade pays $273 if either one wins it all. Download the Kalshi app. Use code FAN to get $10 when you trade 10. Kalshi. Trade on anything.
In Miami, wherever there's a Domino's game, you'll always find your abuelito. And whenever you want a low price, you know you always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Take advantage of a Pricito now on all of your favorite new Kia models, like a Sportage, Sorento, Telluride, K5, Soul, and more. Don't wait. Hurry to Doral Kia today. Don't miss your chance to save on a new Kia. With easy financing, fast service, and the best value for your money. Because you always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Visit us at Doral Kia or start shopping for your Pricito now at DoralKia.com. Present any Miami Kia dealer's unexpired new vehicle advertisement for verification. Other Lithia dealerships do not qualify. The competing offer must be available for immediate purchase at the advertised price. The competitor's vehicle must be identically equipped as our in-stock vehicle used for comparison.
Hey, Michael Cutzy from Choice Mortgage is with me. Michael, got to ask you, credit card debt, consolidation, how do people get out of it, especially with these crazy rates?
Joe, the rates today for these credit card debts and bounces are 30%. So what we're doing today is we're refinancing your home and paying off that crazy amount of credit card debt and wrapping that into your mortgage, thus saving you tons of money and giving you positive cash flow.
All right, Michael, a lot of people behind in property taxes, HOA dues, assessments, judgments, liens. I could go on and on. Do you have a plan for them?
We absolutely do. We could go ahead and refinance your property pay off all your back taxes, association dues, assessments, second mortgages, liens, judgments, PACE loans, you name it, we could pay it off.
That's Michael Kotze at Choice Mortgage, always working for you 7 days a week. Call or text them again, 561-441-2730. You're getting 30 years of experience. MLS 166254. Rates and terms subject to change daily without notice. He's an equal housing lender.
Hi, Joe Zagacki here for Williamson Cadillac. Miami moves to its beat. From brick on ice, ocean dry mornings, demanding elegance and presence, which Williamson Cadillac delivers. At Williamson, they're sure to have the new Cadillac you're looking for, the CT4, CT5, XT5, XT6, and the new all-electric Lyric. Get the most out of the South Florida lifestyle in a new Cadillac from your premier luxury dealership.
All right, let's talk with Chris Whittingham on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline, soccer broadcaster for CBS and Apple TV. Apple TV will have the Inter Miami Austin match tomorrow, 7:30. Inter Miami's first ever match from New Stadium in Miami. New Stadium. Whittingham will be on the call Sunday for Inter Milan and Roma on Paramount Plus, and then PSG and Liverpool on Wednesday. Those are some high-profile assignments, man. Whittingham on Paramount Plus. Those are, I saw Solana's eyes light up. Like, those are some high-profile assignments, dude.
I mean, Liverpool? Are you kidding me? That's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So,
yeah, first time I've done Liverpool in the Champions League.
Is the opening of New Stadium tomorrow, is this the exclamation point on what has been just an incredible 6 years of active soccer for Inter Miami? Like, I was trying to go back and think, has anything gone wrong in the Jorge Mas Inter Miami history?
Well, I mean, I think they wanted to kick off in Miami from day one. And I mean, remember, this is even before Jorge Mas got involved, but back in 2015, when they wanted to announce a new team, they announced the new team. Their initial location that they wanted to play at was at Port Miami. Remember that first idea on the water? They announced it from the art museum that was there on the water. Look, the stadium's going to be right behind us. And then they had the idea of filling in the boat slip next to the FTX or the Kaseya Center, excuse me. I went through all the names there. And then they had the idea of playing in Overtown for a hot minute. They were trying to figure that one out, and then they eventually pivoted to playing in Fort Lauderdale just to get the team off the ground. And then the political process to get the stadium done was quite lengthy. And it's kind of funny for me because I was there for all of it and just kind of experiencing all that and city council meetings and figuring out, is this referendum going to pass? And then the referendum passes, and then what's the actual deal to actually get this done? And so now that this stadium is going to open, yeah, I think this is definitely, I mean, obviously bringing Lionel Messi is far and away number one, the most important thing that will ever happen to probably soccer in Miami. But having a place in Miami for this community that is so soccer mad, that has a place to go to, one presumes, like Inter Miami is sort of only the entry point. There are tons of international friendlies. So many teams want to come by and play games in Miami. So it is sort of the gateway now to soccer in that part of the world. And it's absolutely incredible that they finally got this done. And to your point, for Jorge Mas, what he's been able to achieve is extraordinary as the owner of Inter Miami. In 6 years, to have won a championship, brought Lionel Messi, and gotten the stadium built in proper Miami, it's absolutely unbelievable.
Is this an outlier in MLS? Because I know Atlanta FC plays in Mercedes where the Falcons play. A lot of teams, like, is this a norm for MLS to have their own stadium?
Yes, and I think that's the number one thing that they have set out to do over the last probably 20 years was start getting their own places built. And if you go back to sort of the first few ones, I mean, Columbus Crew had one in, I want to say 2000, 2001, but really the new phases was Dallas built their own place and Philly built their own place, but they're sort of modest. I think now you look at a lot of teams, first off, it's kind of a requirement of coming into the league is having your own place. You mentioned Atlanta. Charlotte is another example that came in and said, we'll play in the Carolina Panthers place, and that's sort of our second venue, but we'll be treated as sort of equal citizens in the building, and it'll be huge for us. But otherwise, everyone else, you look around the league, LAFC came in with a new place. Cincinnati has a new place. Columbus has another new place. Austin has a new place. Basically, every team in MLS, for the most part, will be playing in their own venue, a soccer-specific stadium, as they call it. The most difficult ones to get over the line have been Miami, which took, as we kind of mentioned there, a very long time. New York City, who have been playing in baseball stadia since 2015 and are only just going to open a new venue next summer of 27. And Chicago, who built one way outside of town. Hoch would know the geography better, in Bridgeview, which is basically nowhere near downtown Chicago. They are building their own place in downtown Chicago that'll open in 28. But otherwise, most every team plays in their own stadium in MLS. That was kind of the drive, was infrastructure, training facilities, stadia. And then the next level is, well, how do we elevate the league from inside of these stadia? But we have to have our own places, because otherwise it's not a sustainable business model. So MLS will be absolutely delighted that they finally got something done in Miami for as long as they've worked on it.
I know Solana has a question, but I am so just overjoyed hearing stadium plural as stadia. It is just such a great use of a word that does not get used enough. Because
isn't it so
how
much more
often would you
interesting than
be speaking of stadiums in the plural? It's just, it doesn't happen very often. So to hear it, just melodic.
As soon as I saw Hoch lift up his Sharpie, because of course you are a Sharpie guy, I knew it was going to be to point out Whittingham's use of the word stadia instead of
Because I
stadium.
wanted to impress him by getting the ingress and egress later, but forget about it. I'm not even going there. The guy dropped stadia on us.
What was that? What was
already.
the origin of us enjoying the word ingress and egress? It was, I think it was like some Tom Garfinkel press conference or something.
It was a Tom Garfinkel interview, and I don't know why we were so enamored with him using ingress and egress, but we have used
it's sort of the
an
thing you have
inordinate
to
number
say.
of times.
it's the thing you have to say when you're opening a new venue is, all right, ingress and egress. That's way more
You have
important.
to sound like you know what you're talking about, because you're the expert in it. So it's not just how do I get out
say
easily.
how we're getting people in and out.
Yeah.
It has to be ingress and egress.
Yeah.
Woody, I'm glad you mentioned Jorge Mas, because all the things you mentioned, getting the stadium in Miami, bringing Leo Messi, winning a title, really winning two pieces of hardware. Like, should he already be in the conversation of greatest owners in Miami sports history? I'm not saying we have to go through all of them, but like when I think of Wayne Huizenga, my dad, who knows nothing about football, knows Wayne Huizenga. You know, like he was a guy that brought the stadium, Pro Player Stadium, whatever. Is Jorge Mas, should he be in that conversation already?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Joe Robbie, is sort of the one who obviously gets all of the publicity for what he did with the Dolphins down the years. Stephen Ross, for as much as he has brought to that Dolphins area, turning it into a world-class tennis tournament and a Formula One track, I think the number one thing that's held against them is the lack of winning. I think he's right up there, just because, he comes in as a local guy who could easily have been the owner of the Marlins. Obviously, the Marlins more concerned were with the price point for the team and what they would sell it at. So they ended up getting a richer owner, but in the end, it hasn't led to anything. In terms of doing something for the community, which for a long time, even David Beckham, when he announced the team, was kind of looking for a majority owner. There was a link with Todd Boehly, who's now the owner of Chelsea, who was one of the owners of the Dodgers. There are all these people. They needed sort of a white knight to come in at the last minute and figure out who was going to save soccer in Miami. And it was Jorge Mas. And he comes in as a majority owner, gets a team built, gets Lionel Messi in. And yes, there have been, ups and downs along the way. There, some down seasons at the beginning. They couldn't figure out the DP situation until they bring in the best player in the world. But then you get the best player of the world in, and everything is fine after that. So, yeah, I think in terms of, and I think we're sort of only at the beginning. We're, 6 or 7 years into having an MLS team in Miami. In 20 years from now, when that's still there, when that stadium is still there, and there is a sustainable future where it's not even just, and it's kind of funny in seeing a lot of the Instagram comments about this new stadium. is that all these people going, oh, well, when Lionel Messi leaves, then, it'll all be gone and nobody will be there. But the thing that they have done is not just inaugurate a new stadium and bring Lionel Messi in, is they have set a standard. The standard now going forward is anytime any major superstar in soccer is going to be available now, the first name that will be mentioned for that post-prime, what happens after they leave major European football is, well, they'll go to Miami. And all these people want to go to Miami. And that was always a possibility. Somebody just needed to execute upon that because world soccer superstars love Miami. It just has to be backed by an owner, an organization, a club, and a stadium that can be able to withstand that and welcome it and allow for players to succeed here. That now is more than clearly laid down. So I don't know what Kylian Mbappe is going to do when he's done at Real Madrid or when he's done a major European football, but I can guarantee you Miami will be a part of that conversation when all these guys that are heading towards that post-prime part of their career, and who knows, maybe at some point MLS will be in the conversation for the in-prime parts of their career. Miami is a destination in soccer forevermore because of the work that Jorge Mas has done.
Wow. I didn't know that. I didn't realize that was what would happen now, that if Mbappe is I didn't even think about when you said the stadium, like you'll have international friendlies, but you're right. If you're asking these international clubs, hey, would you mind a friendly it's not exactly asking them to go to Columbus, Ohio.
Right.
It's Miami. Of course they want to play down there.
Well, every South American team, every South American national team can draw a crowd in Miami without question. I think it was always like, Chase Stadium's a little far out of the way and maybe Hard Rock's a little too big. Miami, every international window, they will have games there that will draw crowds and will get parts of the community together.
And think of the alternative, which was Hard Rock Stadium, having to go up to Miami Gardens. So they weren't really staying in Miami proper or having to go play at Chase Stadium or Inter Miami Stadium. I forget what they're calling it now.
Drive Pink.
Which was in Fort Lauderdale, had nothing to do with Miami. Now they're in Miami right next to the airport.
Anything to do with Fort Lauderdale. It was kind of a no man's land. Just
extreme
a
action.
couple of fast food places and Lockhart Stadium.
Hey, what's Messi's, I guess, not role, but what does he have to do? Is he an owner? Does he own a piece of the stadium? What is his overall umbrella with Inter Miami?
I don't know kind of the exact details. That was sort of part of him signing on here was him getting a cut of the Apple deal and Adidas sales and all this stuff. There is a suggestion that he at some point will be a minority owner of the team, which, if you're an owner of the team, you're an owner of the stadium. So, yeah, I guess they've named one of the parts of the stadium. They call it the Leo Messi stand. That's kind of a sort of very English tradition where, if you go to any stadium in England, they name the 4 different sections of the ground something, after either sometimes it's, sold, it's like a sponsorship thing, or it's named after some legend of the club. Very rarely does that happen for an active player, but you could basically say it is the house that Lionel Messi built in a way. You're going to honor him now, you're going to honor him later. There'll be a statue of him outside that stadium at some point too. This is completely Lionel Messi's club in the early stages. So yeah, it makes complete sense. But yeah, he will definitely own a part of this team. And by the way, Miami already is one of the most valuable franchises in Major League Soccer. That will only increase as they spend time in their own stadium that, will drive the revenue that this stadium will drive. I don't know if you guys have seen the secondary market, but, get in the doors like $300 right now, just to go sit in some upper corner of the ground. The money they're going to generate is enormous. And they're already the team that kind of, Miami, while being a big market, it's not the biggest market in the country. It's not Chicago. It's not Los Angeles. It's not New York in terms of population, but in terms of relevance and in terms of what they've, managed to achieve by having Messi in, they have massively overpunched out, sort of out-delivered what you could have expected out of a team from Miami.
Is Messi better at soccer than Dan is at football and Dwayne Wade was at basketball? Is he the best athlete in Miami history?
Yes. I don't even think it's particularly close. I guess LeBron James is.
I was going to say, forget Dwayne. What about LeBron?
Yeah,
I think the comparison?
LeBron James, is considered by some the greatest of all time. At minimum, he's in your top 3, I would think. So yeah, I think it's Messi and LeBron that are and I think there's more of a in basketball, especially now with how global it is, there's more of a capacity to compare sort of beyond just the United States, I suppose, where, unfortunately, the NFL is entirely comprised of Americans. Whereas think about the number of countries in the world that are trying to be good at soccer. And Lionel Messi is not just better than most of the players that have ever played. He is a good deal better than most of the players that have ever played. He is sort of in a stratosphere of his own. Cristiano Ronaldo, Pele, there are a couple that are close. But in my view, I don't think it's particularly close that Lionel Messi is the greatest player that's ever lived. So yeah, from a global standpoint, from like what it takes to have gotten there, I think he is the greatest athlete to have ever, set foot in Miami.
But also, comparing him to LeBron is interesting because I think the strongest case you can make for LeBron is longevity and what he's done, accomplished because of how long he's been in the league. Messi's done that with soccer. Like Maradona was, the greatest player of all time, Woody, but he only had like a decade of dominance. Pele, kind of the same thing. Like Messi's been doing this for 20 plus years. I was a second grader when Messi was scoring goals in the Champions League for Barcelona, and I'm 32 years old now, and he's still doing it. You've never seen that in the sport of soccer ever.
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, his only comp is Ronaldo, which is why they're in the sort of that all-time conversation, because Ronaldo has been doing that also since the mid-2000s, beginning first with Manchester United and then Real Madrid, and now is still scoring tons of goals. I don't think he's going to retire until he hits 1,000 goals for his career. So, yeah, I mean, those are the two. They set the standard. They've done it for the longest. They've hoovered all the silverware there is to win, and they've been absolutely unbelievable figures in the sport. But I think, you can compare. But if you watch the game, I think Messi is considerably better than Ronaldo.
Solana, how many times did you take second grade?
Yeah. I mean, didn't he make his debut in like 2005? Where would you have been in 2005?
I don't know. It really helped my argument, but I was in fifth grade in 2005.
Right. It was a better,
fifth grade is still impressive, but
but it hit harder in second grade.
It sounds harder. And I was like, huh?
Is there excitement league wide? Whitty, do you know about new stadium opening? Like, is there obviously there's going to be pomp and circumstance tomorrow. Mark Anthony is singing the national anthem. Is this an exciting moment for the league? And is it exciting in the soccer world outside the league, or no?
I think so. I mean, you're getting some sort of more international attention. It's sort of this new stadium for this new theater for Messi to call home. I think over the course of his career, it would only be the fourth stadium that he's called home. So, yeah, I mean, I think anything Miami does gets attention. I think ultimately new stadiums are more kind of a thing for local markets. As part of a broader league narrative, what I mentioned earlier, this sort of idea that all these teams have their own places to play is kind of staggering. I mean, you go back to where MLS was in the mid-2000s. It's kind of interesting. They used to host the MLS Cup final in neutral venues. And the reason why they did that is because not enough teams owned their stadiums. And so they basically had to, because let's say, you're the New York, New Jersey Metro Stars and you play a Giant stadium. Well, if your venue is taken up by the New York Giants or by the New York Jets, you're not going to be able to play your MLS Cup final at home. And so they used to have to do this at a neutral field. And then they kind of woke up one morning and realized, well, we own enough of our stadiums. This won't be a problem. Let's go back to having the championship game in the home of the team that was there. And so owning your own infrastructure, while not exactly the most exciting, story to tell, is incredibly important for a league to build from strength to strength. Obviously, the real estate value of all this is absolutely enormous. I mean, Miami have a 99-year lease on a venue that is right next to the Miami airport. They're going to build all kinds of, commercial business there as well. They're going to have hotels and restaurants and bars and shopping and all this stuff there. That'll be a huge boon for the club. So all this stuff is incredibly important for kind of the foundational basis for a league. Now, again, is that sort of the most exciting, when you're a sports fan, do you show up and go, we have restaurants and bars and hotels and businesses. You'll never sing that. Like, it's not really like that big of a thing for fans, but for the league, for the business future of the league, it's absolutely enormous.
Well, a very exciting night tomorrow in Miami. New stadium opens, and Inter Miami They will host Austin, and you can watch the game on Apple TV. 7:30 is when it starts, Apple TV. And Whittingham will be on the call Sunday. Inter Milan and Roma, and PSG and Liverpool on Wednesday. Those are both on Paramount Plus. Thank you as always, Whitty.
Thanks, guys.
There you go. We'll take a break, come back with some more Hochman, Crowder, and Solana.
You're listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Another day closer to death.
Let's go!
We back at it with the steady, Hotman, Crowder, and Solana. 305, cafecito time, dame una colada. Got some interviews next, always got dope guests. Get the cesspool live, dropping comments and likes. We about to get right, talking sports, my G. Listen to Odyssey and 104.3. Live and back on GeorgiaMusic.com. Hitting it at the park like a Matt Mervis bomb off power. Get ready for the 3 o'clock hour. Get ready for the 3 o'clock hour. Get ready for the 3 o'clock hour. Get ready for that 3 o'clock. Ready for that 3 o'clock.
Kind of hits you right in the feels when you hear Georgie rap hitting it out the park like a Matt Mervis bomb. Matt Mervis, released by the Washington Nationals. He was playing for Rochester in the Nationals organization, so I punished them yesterday. I unfollowed the Rochester Red Wings on Twitter.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know that's my squad. You know that, right?
I know.
I'm hurt.
Aunt Mary's up in Rochester.
I'm hurt. I'm not even kidding you, Hoch. I was planning a trip to go up to Rochester for a whole week.
I was going with you
when they were there, and we have tickets. It's taken care of. Like it's all taken care of. I was already hitting up my people up in Rocktown to start making some resis for us to take Matt Mervis out to dinner. And all that now is just done because the Red Wings don't know how to run an organization.
Punch in the gut. I mean, imagine the Mervis family buy a nice big house in Rochester, I'm sure. All of a sudden, you're no longer on the team. Crazy. Crazy situation.
What are you going to do with that apartment you rented up there?
Crowder just sent us a text. Be back in 2 minutes, fellas. Where do you think he is?
Taking a poop.
I think he went somewhere. Like, I think he left and went to go get, like, a snack or something. I'm not kidding you. My gut is telling me, because if he says 2 minutes, fellas, my gut is like, he was like, oh, top of the hour commercial break. I'll head over to the gas station and I'll get, a Red Bull and a whatever.
Right. But he doesn't live, like, he can't just walk downstairs and, like how you are. You're near, I'm sure, some sort of convenience store.
That's why he's going to be late for the segment, because he would have had to get, when I first started in radio in Belle Glade, I think I've told you the story. So it was a daytime only station. So when I did mornings, the station would go on at 5:30 a.m. So I would get there at 5 o'clock, 5:15 in the morning. I would power the transmitter on. I would hit these big buttons or whatever. And then at 5:30, I would start. There was a cart you had to play. This is WBGF, Belle Glade. Like your legal identification and whatever. And then, no joke, I did this every morning because we could choose our own music. So I would put on American Pie by Don McLean.
Great
How long
song.
is that song? Maybe 11 minutes?
It's long.
Yeah. It's one of the longest songs. I think it was the longest song in our library there at WBGF. I would put that on, and then I would leave the radio station in my Mitsubishi Eclipse, and I would drive to a gas station that was down the street, and I would get a coffee and maybe a donut or something. And then I would come back and I would listen to American Pie the entire way there. And then I'd get back to the radio station. The song would be ending and I would start my broadcast day. Where did you go? I was suggesting that you actually left your house to go to a gas station.
No, I didn't go to the gas station. The kids are home, and then now the kids down the street are playing with Chaz, and I got to talking to the parents. And
I got you. I was just spitballing because if you say I'll be back in 2 minutes, I'm like, this guy got in his car and went to go get boiled peanuts or something. Like,
no, it's, hey, how you doing? Oh, I haven't seen the kids in a while. Oh man, I watched the podcast, and then they start talking, and that's why I was like, yeah, let me just tell them I'll be a couple minutes late.
Looks like my Marlins parlay is not going to pay off because I had Yuri Perez over 4.5 Ks. He is done with 4. Marlins are losing 4-2 though. Big ding dong from the Maple Masher. Top of the 5th, Maple Masher. Owen Casey goes deep. 4-2 right now. Yankees, bottom of the 5th.
I lost money betting against Sandy the other day.
Yeah, don't ever bet against Sandy.
Because I bet over 4.5 Ks or over 5.5 Ks one of them games, and he only got 4. And so then it was like 5.5, and I'm like, I don't think this man's gonna play 9 innings. So I'm like, under 5.5, under, and then he goes 7. Yeah.
Yuri today, his actual over/under for Ks was 6.5. I bought it down to 4.5. Not a great outing by Yuri Perez.
Baseball's tough to bet on, man. I'm not gonna lie.
162 games, man.
Yeah, man. Goodness gracious.
My horse runs Sunday. Are you guys going to bet my horse?
Inbox.
Where can I bet? Inbox.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
He runs Sunday at Santa Anita. I haven't decided if I'm going to go to Gulfstream and watch it or if I'm just going to watch it on like FanDuel.
Yeah, I tried to set up a fishing trip on Sunday. I'm not allowed to do anything. Sunday, it's Easter.
Oh, that's right.
I was like, hey, Asia, my buddy's going out. She said, on Easter? It's like, yeah.
Can you gamble on Easter?
You know, if Solana can eat lasagna on Passover, I think I could gamble on
Easter. Post time for race 8 at Santa Anita Sunday is 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. So that's 6:30 p.m. our time. Sunday, Santa Anita, race 8. Inbox is running out of the third post.
Oh, good post.
So let's get it done. If anybody wants to bet that, Inbox be the 3-horse Sunday, race 8, Santa Anita.
6:30, you said, right? Our time?
6:30 our time.
Okay. I'm in.
Yeah, I'll let you guys know. I'll let you guys know as we get closer.
Is the third post really a good post? I'm not too familiar with the.
It's better than running on the outside. Usually, you get like the first, second, third post is generally a positive development.
I learned that as Asia loses hundreds of dollars at Gulfstream. I'm starting to learn a little bit about
it. Like she's there. You know what I mean?
She's locked in. Yeah.
She's getting it.
And now I'm drinking tap water. Can't even get bottled.
Like I'm getting cash pop. I'm finally figuring it out.
I can't make fun of you. I got a handful of scratch offs right here.
You guys are sick, man.
Honestly, you're both so ill.
Man, but I'm gonna hit one of these $1 million scratch offs one day. Solana
days, baby.
It's gonna be beautiful.
Can't wait. All right, let's do headlines. I'll remind you too, the Eagles are coming to Hard Rock Live in May. We've been giving away a pair of tickets every day this week. Today, your tickets will be given away at 4:40. So be listening at 4:40. You can buy tickets at casino.hardrock.com or Ticketmaster. But if you want to win a pair of tickets to the Eagles, make sure you are listening at 4:40 this afternoon. That'll be your final chance to win a pair. Will Manso is going to join us this hour, by the way, from New Stadium in Miami. Get you ready. He did all the food concessions. Like he's been living there the last couple days, getting ready for this special tonight on Local 10.
I want to know because it looks beautiful. So I think Solana sent us a video. It looks amazing, but it's just made. It should have all the amenities. It should be stupid in there. I'm going to go when we get a chance.
I know. I'm excited. I did look. Joe Shad had tweeted out the secondary market, and it was like good seats are 800 to 1,000.
Yeah. It's a hot ticket.
Like Whittingham had said, just the get-ins, like the upper corners, 300 plus. So
I got my scratch offs.
But what's interesting about that stadium is if you're in the upper corner, say at Hard Rock for a Dolphins game, I mean it's fine. You can see the field, but there's 68,000 people in that stadium or 65,000 people. You're far away. This is a 26,000 seat stadium, so I'm not saying like if you have the uppers that it's the best seat in the house. But you're also not 8 miles away compared to a stadium that seats 100,000 people. I think that's one of the benefits of a more intimate setting.
Yeah, totally agree. Anyway, let's do headlines. Brought to you by our friends at Doral Kia. You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Visit them at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com.
I want to ask you guys a sports question because yesterday we had on Omar Kelly. We're talking about the Dolphins offseason, and he had some interesting takes in terms of like Devon Achane and whether or not, Achane even wants to be here. But then Gelb was really turning the heat up on Pat Riley. And I don't know if you guys saw the Celtics loss the other night, just how brutal that was.
That was ugly.
The Heat are going to be a playing tournament team.
And imagine
they
if
are.
Hoch was out there.
Who has the most pressure to have a successful offseason right now between the Dolphins or the Heat? I would throw the Panthers in there, but let's be real. Like, they're fine. They just have to get healthy. But it's interesting because maybe it's the Dolphins, but it's year one of a regime. The Heat literally have to, turn their franchise around, and it's the last go-around for Pat Riley and this regime. So I just wonder what you guys think. Like,
I don't feel like there's
pressure?
any pressure on him at all. I think he's got so much cachet built up that Pat Riley is a hero, win, lose, or draw for however many seasons he remains as team president. Like, I just, I understand people are tired of mediocrity and what seems to be lack of maneuvers. In fact, I'll get to that in 15 minutes of Heat. I know I want to play that Simone Fontecchio stuff too. Ira Winderman, in fact, since we're going to play the Fontecchio stuff, I'll just jump ahead here real quick. Ira Winderman got a question in the Sun Sentinel. Do you think it would be beneficial for the Heat to lose in the play-in round, especially if trying to win, in that it will be a more jarring wake-up call for the front office? And Ira says, first, the Heat will try to win in the play-in round because that's what players do. That's what coaches do. But at this point, win in the play-in round, lose in the play-in round, wind up being bounced around again in the first round of the playoffs. If the message is not clear already to the front office, then something is wrong. This team is not good enough. The core is not good enough. Squeezing into the playoffs when 8 of 15 in each conference advance is little more than a badge of mediocrity. If there already is not a blueprint of change circulating through the front office, then hope will remain an abstract. It should not take the play-in round for a wake-up call to resonate, no matter when it ends. Short of another NBA Finals Hail Mary, change has to be at hand.
Yes. And the initial question, the Dolphins have a pass year. They have a mulligan year because they have $150 million dead cap money and all that stuff. Sully and Hafley are fixing a broken car. And if they don't fix it, they need time to get their carburetor. So they're fine. There's no pressure on them. I'm kind of with Hoch. There's no pressure on Pat Riley because his name is Pat Riley. If his name was Pat Robinson, they would be on his ass right now because we haven't done anything and this roster can't compete with real NBA teams. But he has no pressure, but I'm kind of there. And Pat knows it. Andy knows it. Spo knows it. We're not talented enough to compete with the top teams in the league. We have to flip this roster over, try to keep Bam and figure out the rest. But Bam and them, I said this summer, it's Bam and them right now. And I think and them doesn't include Tyler Hero either, but they have to make some moves.
I get what you're saying, by the way, and I didn't necessarily want to throw all the heat on Pat Riley. I don't think that's fair because we've talked about this. It's not how the decisions are made anymore. It's not Pat Riley with universal control over the organization. I just meant the Heat in general.
Yeah, I think Ira points out they know this isn't good enough. Ira's point there, which is, hey, to get into the play-in, all that's telling you is a badge of mediocrity. That's all that's giving you. So it's exciting that you got into the postseason, even if you make it into round one. But still, the evidence is there. This roster is not good enough. But to your point, Solana, they know it. The Heat knows it. Yeah. What I think Pat Riley has done over the last few seasons is say, well, I know this roster isn't good enough. Here's the best I can do, and that's not going to change it very much, so I'm not going to do anything. But I think people are now tired of that.
Yeah.
And now they just want, hey, do anything.
Yeah.
Do anything. Get rid of Tyler. Get rid of Norman. Norman Powell's not playing again tomorrow.
Nope.
I mean, I think Heat fans might be at the point, and Pat Riley may be at the point where, hey, I'm going to make some changes. Not necessarily certain we're going to be anything other than a play-in team because I'm not going to be able to make the big changes that I like to make. But I think to Ira's point, to Solana's point, it's like, yeah, you know what? You just got to start making changes now because there's enough evidence this roster just isn't good enough.
And that's why we get so excited when a Giannis comes up. That's why we get so excited when a KD's name comes up, because we've been there. We've had Hall of Famers on our roster. And right now we don't have them.
Which is what excites Riley, though. Like, Riley's not excited to make a move that he thinks is a horizontal move. But when he sees Giannis out there, he's like, you know what? I'm going to roll the dice. I'm going to wait again to see if Giannis is available. But then Heat fans go through their 4th season in a row in the play-in, and they go, yeah, what are we doing here?
I remember this summer, I don't know if y'all remember who was the least excited about Norman Powell edition, but Norman is not the answer to changing an organization around. Norman's a piece. We need the big pieces and then add on some little pieces. We have a lot of little pieces, and Bam Adebayo. That's what we have.
The Florida Panthers, they did beat the Boston Bruins yesterday. Oh, a fun little sports debate we just had there, by the way. That was good. Yeah. Weird.
By the way, Goldie, speaking of the Florida Panthers, Goldie had texted me when we were talking about overshooting Dolphin Stadium and ending up west of University, and what a pain. He says, settle down. For 30 years, I've gone west of University by the stadium. It's not curtains. It's fine. I said, you have added 3 full years of driving over those 30 years if you end up west of the stadium on a game day. And he said, sometimes you just got to get the heck out of the area where the stadium is and reset. And that is true. Sometimes if you're getting out of there, you just get me anywhere and allow me to reset.
I went south and I live in Davie. I've just gone south to get to some highway that I can go west on and then matriculate myself, meander back north somehow. You got to get away from the stadium.
I love how different the texts we're getting during the show is, because you're getting a text from Goldie telling you to settle down, which, by the way, is a little intimidating. Goldie,
Goldie's jacked.
Yeah,
Goldie will fight.
He's in good shape.
Did you see how old Adam Schefter is? This was going viral yesterday because ESPN has let it be known that when Schefter's done and they love Ian Rappaport, they're going to keep him around. How old do you think Adam Schefter is?
Oh, when you ask the question like that, I want to shoot over, but 60?
He turned 60 this year.
He doesn't look sick. Well, that's not God-given hair either.
He looks remarkably good for 60.
Money can do a lot for you, Hawk.
Not always.
That's not. Hawk, you a stunner, Hawk.
He looks remarkably good for turning 60.
Yeah.
I thought he was in his 40s.
Me too.
You know he wasn't in his 40s.
I thought he was in his 40s.
When he started covering the NFL when he was 8?
I thought.
No, I thought so too. I thought he's like 48, 49, maybe early 50s. What are you suggesting, though, Crowder? Adam Schefter has booked a couple trips to Turkey?
Just,
You don't think that's his hair?
I think it might be some plugs and some. That's not the color. That's not 60-year-old color hair. That's just for men.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I interrupted you, though. What were you saying? Because I was saying I got a text from Goldie.
Oh, no, it's all good. I just said how different the texts we're getting are, because the last text I got was from my fiance who said, did you know Taco Bell has chicken nuggets? Which I did not know, by the way. That is fascinating.
That's funny.
Yeah. Did you guys know that?
Yeah, we had talked about it on the show. Remember, they had added it for a while. It was a test, and I was like, why on earth would you ever go to Taco Bell to get a chicken nugget? But I guess they added them permanently.
Ridiculous.
You guys see the Texas Rangers? Their
I have, by the way, not to
rally
interrupt you again. But I have, speaking of getting texts or whatever, DJ sent me a DM on Instagram. It might be the greatest question that has ever been asked on a podcast. And I said, wow, I'm stealing that for my show. And I was going to bring it up in the 4:00 hour. So I'll just tease you with it.
Okay.
Just teasing you with it. Don't give me answers now. But they were debating this on a podcast. Would you accept $1 billion But if you ever come within 500 feet of Chris Birdman Anderson, you automatically instantly die.
Within 100 feet?
500 feet.
500
But you don't know where he is at any given time. You don't know where he's vacationing or whatever. You get $1 billion. But if you ever end up within 500 feet of Chris Birdman Anderson, and that is the person they used in this podcast debate, you instantly die. No answers yet. Wait till the 4 o'clock hour. Think about it.
Oh, they were smoking some good stuff on this podcast.
Well, I think it was based in Denver, which is why they used Birdman, and it would make sense if they were in Denver.
I've had these conversations on the porch before.
Because at first I was like, yeah, easily. But then, because I thought to myself, you know what I'll do? I'll build like a huge compound on Aruba. But then I'm like, well, what the hell if he goes on vacation in Aruba? I drop dead. And what if he goes there 6 months after I got the money?
Are we ever giving answers now? Or are we waiting?
I mean, because the question is, over the last 15 years, do you think you've ever been, and take his Heat era aside. See, it's different for us. Yeah. You couldn't live down here.
No.
If you took the money, you could not live near Miami.
Get in touch with Birdman. Give him $40 million and have him have an air tag.
You can have no contact with Birdman, though. But they said on the podcast, though, you could hire a security guard with your $1 billion to just track Birdman.
Just follow Birdman around. Wake up every day and say, where's Birdman?
But 500 feet is very, very close. Like, we're talking like a football length. I'm pretty sure that's what 500 feet is. A football field, excuse me. A football field.
But if you're in the airport, the same time he's at an airport.
You're within 500 feet.
Only if
football field
if
is
you're in the
300
terminal,
feet.
you could be like, I'm just saying, because the question is, do you think in the last 20 years, and again, it's a weird question because he played down here, but in the last 20 years, do you think use anyone. Do you think in the last 20 years, you've been within 500 feet at any point in your life of Robert De Niro? I'll make it Robert De Niro.
No.
You very well might have. You spend a ton of time in New York. He's in New York. You have no idea where Robert De Niro is.
Yeah.
It's a gamble, man.
I would figure that thing out with that $1 billion, though. Figure that thing out with the $1 billion.
I can say yes to all this stuff because I moved to Uruguay. I'm good. Nobody's
You
going to Uruguay.
think you're good. You don't know if Chris Birdman Anderson is a world traveler.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you don't know.
Damn.
You'd almost be housebound. You'd have to buy a massive compound that had 500 feet surrounding it, but you'd almost never be able to leave your own place.
Or just like hire Secret Service, almost like the president, and have them go and search every area about it. If I'm going to the mall, I need people at every door making sure Birdman's not here.
Or you get him in on it. You get him in on it, right?
Can't.
You can't send him money to stay away from you?
No. You instantly die if you contact Birdman.
But you just like keep tabs on him. $1 million a year, pay somebody to keep tabs on Birdman.
Oh, listen, if you're willing to risk your life,
I'm taking that $1 billion. We'll figure this thing out on the back end.
How's Birdman looking these days, by the way? Like, is he still Birdman? He's packed on a couple pounds.
It's a good question.
I think he got thin, actually.
How's Stitches looking these days?
I guarantee he's heavy.
Because if it was Stitches, I'd do that in a heartbeat. There's no way he's making it, another decade? I just got to live out 1 decade. Staying away from him, I'm good.
Yeah, no charity events. I have to sacrifice for the $1 billion.
Last news I see on Chris Birdman Anderson is 2 weeks ago from PETA. NBA star Chris Anderson chooses ink, not mink. I guess he's an animal lover.
Now I can't go to Humane Society. That's okay. I'll send a check.
I mean, he is Birdman, Hoch.
Yeah.
Ink, not mink.
All right, I want to get to Will Manso. He's at new stadium. Anything in the headlines now that I've hijacked them?
The Heat play tomorrow, 3 p.m. start time, early start time against the Wizards. Obviously, the NCAA tournament Final Four is tomorrow evening as well, which is why the Heat play so early. Inter Miami opens up their new stadium tomorrow. They host Austin FC, a 7:30 p.m. stadium at New Stadium.
A 7:30 p.m. stadium.
7:30 p.m. kickoff.
Right.
Yanks, they lead the Marlins 4-2, bottom of the 6th inning.
Bottom of the stadium.
Never called the Yankees the Yanks. Your weather in South Florida right now, it is partly cloudy, 82 degrees. Tonight, the lows are going to drop into the mid-70s. This weather report is brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping keep your home and family safe when the storms roll in. Visit tornadoroofing.com for your free roof and window estimate.
Will Manso live from New Stadium in the next segment, so don't go anywhere.
Before we get there, I want to tell everybody about Prize Picks. You guys know I've been talking about Prize Picks for about a month or so, and I truly love this app. I have no idea why I waited so long to download Prize Picks, especially right now. It's just the best time of the year to have Prize Picks on your phone, and it's so simple to download. It's the best way to cash in with high-flying hoops action where, it always feels good to be right. With Prize Picks, playoff push is heating up, tournament hoops, every bucket, every dime, every win means more on Prize Picks, especially when you use my code Solana, SOLANA, and you're going to get $50 instantly when you play your first $5 in lineups. I shouldn't have looked up because I see Hoch's toes, and that just threw me off a ton. But you don't see Hoch's toes on Prize Picks. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. That's it. That's all you're doing. You get those picks right, you can cash in. And it's not just basketball, by the way. It is soccer as well. And then there's different payout boosts on Prize Picks today. You open up the app, Flex Friday, 40% payout boost. And here's how simple it is. You open up the app, and for basketball tonight, Jaylen Brown, 26.5 points is what it's set at. You pick more or you pick less. That's it. That's all there is to it. 2 to 6 players. You're picking more or you're picking less. So join me and millions of users. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use my code Solana and get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code Solana, SOLANA. You must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for details.
You're listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Crowder, how many booms would you give today's show?
I'm not booming nothing.
Electric Avenue. That's a jam, Solana. All right, Will Manso is on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. Will, the sports anchor, reporter at Local 10 here in Miami. Tonight at 8 p.m., there's a special on Local 10, Miami Freedom Park on the pitch. And Will's live at New Stadium tonight on Local 10. He's going to take you through the stadium in case you're not lucky enough to have tickets for tomorrow night. You've spent, from what I can see on social media, Will, last couple days at New Stadium. Are you impressed?
I am. I'm impressed at the stadium, and apologies if you hear the microphone behind me because they're doing mic checks here at the stadium right now. They're doing everything at the stadium right now. They're trying to get it ready for tomorrow. But yeah, I was impressed at the beauty of the stadium itself, and how quickly they put up the stadium, because I'll be honest with you, a couple months ago, last month, driving by this area, I said, there's no way in hell that stadium's going to be ready. And to their credit, they've got it ready. Now, outside the stadium, that's a whole other question. I mean, there's a lot of construction that I'm staring at right now, a lot of trucks, a lot of cranes, a lot of forklifts, a lot of stuff, unpaved areas that they have to finish. And obviously, they're not going to finish that by tomorrow. It's going to take another few weeks and months.
But can you see the potential? We were talking about it with the commerce around there, the stores, the restaurants. Almost, I'm watching a soccer game, but I'm going to have that experience as well. Like, is there storefronts? Do you see the potential of it being kind of like a get-together place, and we can watch some soccer?
I mean, the land is here, that's for sure. The land and the planning is here, right? The vision is there, but what you're seeing, the reality is not there. I mean, I'm looking out right now from the steps right at the front of the main entrance, and all I see is, open area with gravel, with dirt, and some of it paved. And clearly that's area where future expansion is coming, but there's nothing up. So that's the thing people have to understand. I was trying to tell people that yesterday. I'm like, understand, you're coming tomorrow, if you come to this game, to a stadium to watch a soccer game. There's nothing else going on right now around the stadium that's ready from that whole vision of Freedom Park and what it's going to be. Now, those plans are still in place, and the property's here. I mean, it's a huge property. But right now, the only thing truly ready is the stadium itself.
Hey, Will, when you're just sitting there, you're kind of taking in on the inside, because I know what you're saying about the outside, but on the inside, does it feel like a state-of-the-art, like you're going to experience something that you haven't experienced before? I only ask because, I went to the Bernabeu for Real Madrid, and their stadium, albeit much bigger, you just felt like there was a vibe in there, like a big soccer match is going to be played. Do you have that same feel when you're sitting at New Stadium?
I mean, I think the potential's there. I think right now the reality is it's just a fresh, brand new place. So there are a lot of little trims and things and areas that I think they're going to likely improve on and keep working on. I think it's almost like the shell part of it, right? Like the colors are beautiful. It's very Miami. I love the open, the open roof where you've got the seats covered, but there's the opening in the middle. The concourses are very pretty. Like the colors of Inter Miami are everywhere. The pictures of Messi and everything, the team store. It's a cool place. But I think, again, for people that come tomorrow or even, the next game the following week, you're going to see a stadium that's still in that process of getting to that point you're talking about where it's really a destination. This is such a cool place. I think the coolness of it is the fact that it's here and this team finally has it. But I think it's going to keep getting better and growing because there's a lot of work to do.
Are the concourses wide? I like a wide concourse.
Hoch, I'm standing now in the concourse. I walked over. I gotta say they're not very wide. No, it's
they're not wide.
I wouldn't say they're wide. I remember the area I'm in now is right by the steps. Now I do at a distance where I'm not allowed because there's construction. It looks like the concourse expands a bit, but there's construction going on over there. And the team store is like a nice 2-story team store.
Oh,
I'm looking at some of the food options here. A 2-story.
Well, I'm going to get to the food with you in a second. This is more important than any soccer, anything, storefronts, whatever Crowder wants to talk about. I got to talk about food, Will. But you're saying you're reporting exclusively narrow concourses.
No, not wide concourses. I wouldn't say narrow, but I wouldn't say wide. I would say standard concourses. A nice size concourse, but not a huge. I've seen bigger. How about that? I got Corteles Cerveza the Heron Grill, hot food, cold drink, snacks. I got
Okay.
Mercado MIA by Michelle Bernstein. I've got some sort of an ice cream shop or something. What does that say at the distance? Hold on. Chicken tenders. What is it? Something pie. Oh, Vice City Pie. That must be pizza.
Oh,
At a
Vice
distance.
City. That's Solana raves
Yeah.
about Vice City.
Yeah.
Vice City Pies. And then that's all I could see in front of me because then there's a bend and it curves over. So.
Well, let's talk about the
Mark
ice
Anthony's gonna
cream.
be,
You said there's an ice cream stand. Does it look like soft serve or hard pack?
From here it looks like it's like hard packs that you just walk in and get them.
Oh, you mean like cups?
Scoops.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. I've got construction people all around me, by the way. It's pretty chaotic here. I got to admit, it's a little nutty. It's crazy that in 24 hours or so they're going to play a soccer match here. I mean, they're clearing out cranes. This looks like, what it looks like when you're a kid and your parents are coming home and you got to pick everything up. Everybody's just scattering, picking crap up. Put it there, just hide it under here. Put it over there. Nobody will notice it. That's what it feels like.
Ask the laborers if they're wiring it all 220 or 221.
I can't get one close by. What are you, Mr. Mom?
Yeah, that's right, Mr. Mom. That's a great call. Excellent. Nice job out of you. This is
One of
what I do
I
when
use
there's
that line all the
workers.
time. I use
when
that
there's-
whenever I do a time. I say that.
Because there's no way Crowder or Solana knew what I was talking about there, right? When I said,
Nope.
are you wiring
No.
it at 220
Hold
or
on, hold on.
221? Yeah.
Hold on, let me say. Hold on, Silver. I'm with Dave Silver. When I say to you 220, 221, whatever it takes, what do you think of?
Mr. Mom.
Thank you, Mr. Mom.
Of course.
See, Dave-
What is Mr.
Dave is-
Mom?
Half my humor is just completely lost on Crowder and Solana. I feel like this show would be more popular if I had a couple guys around me who understood pop culture.
Old.
Hawk, welcome to my life. Welcome to my life every day with Giselle. The other day, the song "I Just Like to Party All the Time." Remember that "Party All the Time" came on?
Eddie
And I said,
Murphy.
Giselle, do you know who sang? I said, do you know who sang this song? It's a classic '80s hit, but it was sung by a very famous comedian and celebrity. And she said, "Can you give me a hint?" I said, "He's black." She said, "A famous black comedian celebrity, Wayne Brady." and that it gets better though. So I have a friend of mine who's in a similar situation. His spouse is a little bit more of a younger generation. So I text him this because we have a thread together, and he's laughing. So he asked his spouse, who's Giselle's age, "Do you know who sings it?" And she gave him the same hint, famous black comedian. You know what she said? Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby.
If anybody likes to party all the time, it's Bill Cosby.
It's a little different now.
Eddie Murphy today, by the way, celebrating a birthday. 65 years old today.
Really?
Jesus, he looks incredible. That guy's the best. I love Eddie
Speaking
Murphy.
of that,
and he can sing.
I said this to Solana and Crowder earlier because there was a story going viral yesterday about Ian Rappaport, being long-term with ESPN. Do you know how old Adam Schefter is?
Oh, God, he's been doing this at least 30 years. So I would guess 58,
He
57.
turned 60 this year.
Okay, I mean, that's given his longevity in the business, he's probably started in his mid-20s. Yeah, that makes about
Doesn't
makes
he
sense.
look
He looks great, though.
45?
Takes care of himself. He looks very good. At
Yeah.
ESPN
You
paycheck.
look like 38, 39. Will looks
Me,
very
I'm,
good.
I'm falling apart. If I keep standing in the sun, I'm on the construction site. I'm going to melt.
Oh, Will's put together now. Don't let
He
Will
is
lie
put
to you.
together, man.
Yeah.
Will doesn't mess
No.
around. I see on social media, he's got 2 hours off. He's going to be in the gym or running a marathon or something, man. Like he doesn't.
I got to keep up with my wife, who thinks that a famous comedian singer is Wayne Brady. So
That's such a great answer. I literally I would just have to walk out of the room if someone
did.
delivered me
I
the
walked
answer
away.
Wayne Brady. I would just walk out of the room.
Well, my friend who I sent this text to, when his partner said Bill Cosby, he's like, "I'm done. This conversation's over. I can't. I just stepped out of the conversation."
So is there anything branded at New Stadium? Like, at Hard Rock Stadium, there's a Versailles, there's a Shula's. Do you see any branded restaurants or anything?
That's a good question. I don't at the moment. And I think that there's a couple of spots and places that I saw the list yesterday. Off the top of my head, I can't remember. But I can't move this area here because there's construction going on. that are branded like type restaurants, but I don't see any in this corner here. Let's see, the Royal Caribbean East Gate. So there's a plug for Royal Caribbean. I have no idea what else is over there. They have all the little kiosk and stuff ready to go here, but those look like little, like, you know, get a beer kind of places.
And well, is it going to work? Like,
that's a bigger question. That's a great question. That's the fair question. Is like post Messi, is this going to still be a destination for sports fans? Because we know, regardless, LeBron and Wade leave the Heat, they're still Heat fans. You know, Marino and all these greats retire, they're still Dolphins fans. Is there a base here where post Messi people will still want to come? I think that's a fair question, and only time's going to determine if this is going to be a place where people are going to come regardless, or they're just excited now because they have the best player in the world. I mean, that's a fair question.
It's pretty amazing, though, what Jorge Mas has done, right? Since he got Inter Miami, what they've done is, I would say, textbook for any owner, right? I mean, success on the field or the pitch, some of the most widely known soccer player in the world. Obviously, you can't follow that textbook in any sport, but getting the stadium funded and built and getting the property, like, he has been phenomenal as the owner, no?
He has, and I tell people this, and sometimes they tell me their response is, well, when you're that rich, what do you think? I'm like, well, I'm sorry, Steven Ross is that rich, and I haven't seen the Dolphins win. You know, owners, these billionaires that buy these teams all have money, and sure, some spend more than others on the product, but Mas came in, and the first thing he said, you know, obviously David Beckham was on board. He said, we're going to bring a world-class franchise. They're one of the most branded and best-selling jerseys and kits and color schemes in the whole world as far as sports products. I mean, you'll be in places in Europe and South America where people have Inter Miami shirts on and jerseys. And again, a lot of that is Messi, but who helped bring Messi in? Jorge Mas. He said he was going to have this stadium. Everyone thought he was crazy. It's never going to happen. It's not going to work out. And here it is. The best way to put it is, I asked someone yesterday, you know, how did this happen? It's crazy how quick it's come together. And what they told me is, what Jorge Mas wants, Jorge Mas gets. That was exactly what I was told. And you know what? They're 100% right. The man knows business and how to get things done.
Will, forget about all the pomp and circumstance about the stadium. Forget about, you know, the concession stands for a second. At the end of the day, this is a damn game, and it's played on a pitch. Can you give me a grade of the pitch quality at new stadium? Like, how's the grass composition? What's the maintenance intensity like? I want to know everything about like, the pitch.
It's 220, 221, whatever it takes pretty much for the most part. But yesterday, the players raved about it. Now, I know players aren't going to sit there and trash their brand new product, but the reality is the players said they enjoyed practicing on it, that the pitch was good. It rained yesterday, so we walked through it after rain, and it felt fine. It's like a special Bermuda grass. How about this? I did my research. It's a special Bermuda grass that comes from Loxahatchee, Florida. And it's made to kind of plug and play kind of grass where it doesn't need much work up to it. And I asked Noah Allen about it yesterday, one of the young players from Miami, a South Florida kid. And he said, man, it was perfect. Like, of course, you know, being brand new, it looks cool, but it felt good. We thought it was great. The coach, Mascherano, said the same thing. I think the quality of the pitch, Solana, is excellent. Again, that 220, 221 consistency, it's exactly what you want.
I got to do a show with Will. I'm wasting half my talent with you bozos. Will Manso, he will be live tonight on Local 10, 8 p.m. from the narrow concourses at New Stadium. And he
Actually,
will bring
watch
you...
at 410. I will be in this concourse that I'm standing and talking to you guys at 410 for a live report. And I will highlight the length, width, and height of the concourse.
Yeah, what I want you to do, so you're doing a live hit at 410?
Correct. 408,
right.
410.
What I'd like you to do is lie down on the concourse so that I can see how many Will Mansos it is width-wise.
Okay. That's good. That's great. Yeah.
Okay, because I'll watch you on the app here. I'll turn the Marlins game off. I'll put you on the app.
Much more exciting than the Marlins game. I will lay down on the concourse. Okay.
Marlins are losing 5-2, by the way, to the Yankees.
I know. I was watching that before we got on. Yeah.
Rough outing from Yuri.
Yeah. Aaron Judge. What are you going to do? Everybody has a rough outing.
That's such a great answer. Aaron Judge, what are you going to do?
That's a tough one.
Watch Will, 410, he's coming up. And then I'm guessing again in the 5 and 6 o'clock news.
Yeah, 5 o'clock. Clay's here. Casey, we have the full team coverage in the 8 o'clock special. And we'll touch on, by the way, the special, we'll touch on all of it. It's not just going to be, hey, it's beautiful, it's great. It is beautiful. But we're going to touch on the fact that there's a lot of stuff still being done. And, I don't want to lie to the public and tell you that you're going to walk in here and it's the greatest thing ever. I mean, you're going to have to come with some expectations kind of what it is, and also a patience of the traffic and all the chaos is going to be around here.
That's what we were saying. You got to be patient and you have to assume. But once you're inside, is everything functional inside, or is there only like half the concession stands active?
No. We didn't get a chance to try the concessions. Like, I'm looking at the concession stand right in front of me, and they're literally peeling off tape and peeling off things like off the glass. You know, when you get it and they still have to peel like that layer off. I mean, all that stuff is being done today. I see a guy over there painting under one of the stands, the food stands. So I think it's going to be like fresh, brand new look tomorrow. But tomorrow is kind of like the preview day / real day, right? Like, if anything goes wrong, there's no like turning back. Like, it's a preview. This is the real deal tomorrow. So I'm sure they're going to have some hiccups.
All right. Get a taste of it tonight. 8 p.m. is the special on Local 10. 8 p.m. is the special.
Hey, Will, you been in the bathroom? I like troughs. I like the pee troughs. Any troughs?
Don't think they make those anymore, Crowder.
Huh.
You know that they make that? Hold on, I'm by a bathroom. You got 10 seconds, so have me walk over and see what the urinal looks like.
Listen, I'll extend for this.
This is let's see. I'm walking into the bathroom area. All right. Well, actually, I'm not walking. Oh, here it is. There's a men's bathroom. Okay. Very pretty. There's pink and white tile. Oh, it's very pretty.
Oh.
Pink and white tile. I walk in. Crowder, there are urinals. Straight up urinals.
Oh.
Do they have dividers?
Dividers, gray dividers, pretty quality length. Let me stand in one. Let's see if I look down. No, you can't see the urinal next to you. It's good depth.
Like
good
the divider. Oh, home run from the Yankees, 6-2. The dividers at the Panthers game, they're too high.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
You know what I like too? How about this? There's urinals that are good manly size urinals, so that you're not, like it feels like you're peeing straight into the ground. And then there's the smaller urinals for the kids. So there's about 3 or 4 urinals here for the children.
Wow.
So that's good
But
for young kids.
good dividers though. They're good length.
Good length. Let's see. If I stand next to the divider, it is at pretty much my shoulders. That's pretty good.
But how low does it go? Does it go down to your knees? Because I'm asking for me. I don't like someone to be able to see.
I'm 6'2", and my divider ends at my shoulder at the top. At the bottom, it's pretty much the bottom of my calf. So that's pretty
wow.
good.
Fantastic dividers. All right. So I don't have to
Yeah, that's a good
worry
divider.
about anyone catching a glimpse, because that would be terrible for me.
What? Yeah, exactly. There's nothing worse than the glimpse. So that's good. I'm glad.
For some people, it's not terrible. For me, awful. The
That's
glimpse
why
is awful.
I like a trough. It's social time. Let's talk, fellas.
What about the quality of the porcelain, Will? Look like high quality porcelain in the bathroom?
It looked nice. The tile was very fresh. The tile looked like it was. I mean, they went straight to the best section of Hialeah, and they got the good stuff.
Wow.
They got the good stuff there.
Good backsplash.
Very pretty. No, not the greatest, but overall, I mean, it's a pretty standard. But I like that they kept it in Miami colors. That's very nice.
All right. This is exciting. This was fun. All right.
Yeah.
Will Manso. Thank you, Will.
Anytime, guys. You got it.
Somebody puts on the chat, what is Hochman trying to see? No. I'm not trying to see anything. I'm trying to avoid being seen. It's not what I'm trying to see. I'm trying to avoid someone seeing.
You get all up on the urinal. Touching the
All
porcelain.
up on it. I will Spider-Man the wall if those dividers aren't long enough. 4 o'clock hour is coming up. Low testosterone is a real issue for many men. It can lead to poor sleep and low energy, brain fog, a reduced sex drive makes it difficult to stay in shape. And we all know a healthy body plays a major role in overall health and well-being. And that's where Atlantic Men's Clinic comes in. I go there for testosterone once a week, and I'm telling you, Atlantic Men's Clinic, if you are feeling sluggish, you just don't feel like you used to feel, I highly recommend Atlantic Men's Clinic. So glad I go there. More than just the testosterone, Atlantic Men's Clinic can help men lose weight, support metabolism, improve gains in the gym, and more with 4 targeted body composition plans featuring GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1, PDA, and more. With the low T treatments combined with the body composition programs, most men notice real improvements, more energy, better focus, improved sleep, stronger workouts, a renewed sex drive. You don't feel like you're tired the moment you wake up. You don't fall asleep real quick after dinner. So I'm telling you, call Atlantic Men's Clinic or go online, set a consultation. They have 7 locations in South Florida. Phone number is 877-455-7300. 877-455-7300. You can also visit atlanticmensclinic.com online. Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
This is Crowder and Solana.
Cooper Flag is white.
Miami, Fort Lauderdale, WQAM AM Miami, an Odyssey sports station. The home of champions, home of the 5-time national champion Miami Hurricanes, the back-to-back Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers, the 3-time NBA champion Miami Heat, Miami Hurricanes basketball, and now the new home of the 2-time World Series winner Miami Marlins.
Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys.
Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
PM and we back on the clock, so don't get cutesy. Dog lead the station unlocked. We got the sports talk and the drama to make sure the T-clock. WQAM is the Avengers with no weak spot. For Joe Rose, Woody Bo, Omar and more, Tobin and Leroy giving goosies galore. Yeah, for 2 to 6 is reserved for 3 legends. The captains of America, not no Chris Evans. From Spritz to McRibs and calling out game scores. Hotman, Crowder, Solana. Get ready for some more.
All right, here we go. 4 o'clock hour. That's Georgie. Should we debut the 5 o'clock hour song today, Solana?
Yeah, I'm down. Seems like it would be a good day to do it.
All right.
I haven't heard it. I can't wait.
All right, we'll do it at 5 o'clock. We'll play the 5 o'clock hour theme song from Georgie. You can hear his music and follow him on social media at Georgie Music, JORGMUZIK. We normally do the stock market report here, sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE, 1-800-747-3733. Markets are closed today for the Good Friday holiday, so we will reconvene on Monday with the stock market report. Reminder, the Eagles are coming to Hard Rock Live in May. We've been giving away a pair of tickets every day this week. Your final chance is this afternoon at 4:40. That's just 37 minutes from now. Your final chance to win a pair of tickets to see the Eagles at Hard Rock Live. You can purchase tickets at casino.hardrock.com or Ticketmaster, but you can win them in about 37 minutes right here on WQAM. All right.
I checked out this Mr. Mom during the break. And didn't look too good.
What? Just a classic movie. Michael Keaton and Terry Garr? Are you kidding me?
I saw some clips. That's kind of terrible, Hoch.
Oh, Mr. Mom. What a banger from the 80s. Oh,
Michael
God.
Keaton.
Gonna do it all 220, 221, whatever it takes. Come on.
I don't know if they clipped it right, but it doesn't look good.
Legendary. Martin Mull, the late Martin Mull.
Not a big Michael Keaton fan. I won't lie to you.
Really? You love Beetlejuice?
Yeah, I like Beetlejuice for Beetlejuice. He was an
Well, he's
ancillary.
Beetlejuice.
But the whole concept of Beetlejuice.
Batman?
He was the worst Batman in the history of Batman.
What?
Michael Keaton Batman?
Was worse than George Clooney?
Yeah, way worse.
Oh, you've never seen Batman then.
I have seen Batman. I've seen all the Batman.
You never saw
I
the
love
Michael
Batman.
Keaton version of Batman.
Best one was the most recent. That's the ones that matured well. Batman matured well.
Man, you are wrong on Michael Keaton. What else has he been in?
Not many good movies.
You joking? He's one of the greatest American actors of all time.
Oh, Michael Keaton?
You just don't know who Michael Keaton is.
I'm looking at Michael Keaton. I know exactly who Michael Keaton is.
Batman, Beetlejuice, The Founder. He was excellent in The Founder as Ray Kroc, the founder of McDonald's. Birdman. We were speaking of Birdman in the last hour.
Birdman was the dumbest movie in the history of time.
That was a weird, dumb movie, wasn't it?
No, sorry.
Everyone's telling you, you've got to see Birdman, you've got to see Birdman. And I see it, and I'm like, what am I missing here?
I watched it on a plane, and I wanted, like you said, I wanted to jump out. Open the door. Let me just get out this plane.
See what else. Oh, Night Shift with Henry Winkler. You ever seen Night Shift?
No.
Oh, Henry Winkler, Shelley Long, Michael Keaton,
Straight to video.
Gung Ho.
No.
Tell me you never saw Gung Ho.
You're reaching. Gung Ho.
I'm not reaching. With Michael Keaton and Getty Watanabe.
Yeah, Getty Watanabe. That's a great one.
Man, now you get me angry.
Michael Keaton's not a good actor.
15 minutes of what?
Michael Keaton. I'm looking at it now. None of these movies are good.
I can't. I don't even know what to tell you. I can't even have this conversation. I gotta find new partners. 15 minutes of heat is brought to you by Doral Kia, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com. By the way, before we get to the Simone Fontecchio interview that Solana did you see James Harden has officially clinched his 17th straight playoff appearance?
Wow.
James can play.
4th longest streak of all time. One other note, Spurs have won 11 in a row. And I think they did it without Wemby last night. They beat Coach Larinaga's Clippers. I think there was no Wemby. Spurs, man.
Listen.
You tell me who's beating them in a 7-game series?
OKC just beat the heck out of the Lakers.
Yeah. Luka,
though,
consider him done for MVP. Like that was literally SGA saying, "Oh, that's cute. Nice little MVP push you're making here."
Wasn't he hurt though? I saw that he went for an MRI.
He played 26 minutes. They were down. They were down 23 at the end of the first quarter, 28 or 30 at the end of half. They were down 43 or 44 at the end of the third quarter. Like it was just crickets after the end of the first quarter. That was pure dominance from OKC.
JJ Redick was getting criticized because Luka was limping around at the end of half. Late in the second quarter, Luka's already limping around. They put him back in the third quarter. Then he couldn't even walk on his right leg. He pulled his hamstring so bad.
Yeah, JJ Redick is one of these old school guys that, rub some dirt on it and play through the pain. Like he's so not like I was thinking about this. So Norman Powell is out with an upper respiratory illness. Is that what it is, Solana?
Yes, sir.
But this is going to be his 4th game missed with that?
Yep.
And he was at practice today.
He did practice today, but he said he is just kind of ramping back up. He's not ready to play through,
I just to me it's like a testament to the NBA and load management and the way that if you're not 112%, the coaching staff and the training staff say, don't play. Like to miss 4 games with an upper respiratory illness. Now, if it's pneumonia, it's one thing, but I don't know. It struck me as weird that he's there at practice today, but he's like, I'm not playing tomorrow though.
He has a bunch of money and the Heat is a top-notch organization. They don't have Dayquil.
Nah, I mean, I think there's some more context to this though. I do think there's some more context. One, the Heat play the fastest pace in the NBA. You've got to have your lungs with you. Like I'm not kidding. That's important because if not, then what are you doing out there? If he's wheezing, just trying to get through a practice, then he's clearly not ready to go out.
Was he wheezing trying to get through a practice?
I'm not saying he was. I don't know. I didn't watch him practice today, but I heard him talk right after practice, and he said he's feeling much better, but you can tell he's still congested.
Congested? I've been congested my whole life. You hear my phlegm. So what are you talking about? His lungs didn't collapse. He has an upper respiratory
all I'm saying is
go play basketball.
I'm not questioning his tolerance and his illness. I'm not questioning any of that. I'm just telling you, when I was growing up and Mr. Mom was popular and Gung Ho and all the other good Michael Keaton movies from the 80s, Michael Jordan was playing with the flu. I'm just telling you, it was a different time. So that's all I'm telling you. And don't tell me that he had food poisoning. If he was playing with food poisoning, he was playing with food poisoning. I'm just telling you, Norman Powell and the rest of these NBA players right now wouldn't have played, wouldn't have had Scottie Pippen carrying them to the bench during a timeout. It was a different era.
The biggest and most phony lie in the history of sports is the Michael Jordan flu game. We know this.
We don't.
He had some bad pizza. There were some old mushrooms on the pizza he ate.
Even if he played with food poisoning, I'm telling you, no one would do that in today's era.
No, they'd be in the hospital in a bubble.
They do it all the time.
They have him on a 20-game DL.
You remember when Byron Leftwich had his offensive line carry him down the field on the final drive with a broken ankle? Now my upper respiratory is a little sore. Dayquil, get out there and play basketball.
Ridiculous. I mean,
It's
these
not
guys.
ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous. Listen, you come from a soft generation.
Oh,
I don't.
Oh, okay, right.
You
Yeah,
do.
That's what it is. That's what it is. To suggest that these athletes aren't out there battling through injury, playing through illnesses. I mean, Joel Embiid, who isn't exactly the shining beacon I want to go to right now in this argument.
The guy's missed
been
4 games than he's played in his NBA career.
He's been sick as a dog for the past 2 weeks, and he's still out there hooping because he's got to be out there for his teammates. To suggest guys aren't out there playing.
You
through
did not
injury at
just
this
use
point of the
Joel
season.
Embiid as your ambassador for playing through pain.
Joel Embiid, I mean, this guy was out there for the past 2 weeks. He's been sick. He confirmed it on Twitter, and he's still playing. He's playing through illness. Even Joel Embiid is out there.
Sick mean? What grown man sick for 2 weeks?
Well, that's because you don't believe in getting sick. But like people get sick.
I don't want to be sick.
I did this show with COVID.
If you're going to compare us doing a radio show
right.
to
That's
Norman
right.
Powell playing
Yeah.
on the fastest paced team in the NBA
That's right.
and having to get up and down the floor without doing any physical activity and
That's right.
probably hasn't left his bed in 5 days and just is going to go out there today
Was
because
it practice today?
I'm not practice. Oh, I'm ready to play. No, you have to make sure your body is at the right space to go compete at the highest level, to go run 8 miles in a quarter.
I played every snap for years with the Dolphins. I had IBS the whole time.
You're a softer generation, Solana. You understand that better because that's your generation. My generation, we didn't have peanut allergies at school in my generation.
We're not allowed to be allergic to peanuts when we were kids.
We didn't even have EpiPens. Listen, if you died eating a peanut, you died eating a peanut. They put you in a closet till your parents got there. There was no cell phone. They couldn't even tell you.
Survival of the fittest.
I mean, listen, it was just a different era.
If my generation isn't peeing their pants to remain on the field, then I'm okay with that. I'm cool with that.
Fine.
We'll
Your
go use the bathroom.
generation carries your EpiPens and your inhalers. And my generation, you know what we brought to school? Candy cigarettes. We brought candy cigarettes to school.
To get ready to be a grown-up.
To get ready to be a grown-up and actually smoke a cigarette.
Marlboro Red, unfiltered.
So is that what you want Norman Powell to do?
They give kids my first EpiPen. So it's a toy. My first EpiPen. You get to learn how to use your EpiPen.
You know, that's the problem. Your generation, you guys during halftime were drinking a Budweiser and throwing down 2 heaters before you get back out in the
That's
game.
right.
And then the basketball was so bad, but Larry Bird's putting up 30 points. But yeah, because he's playing 5 guys named Norm who wouldn't crack it in today's NBA.
Larry Bird was only playing against Magic Johnson. That's
goodness.
all. A guy named Henry or Magic Johnson.
You're telling me the Showtime Lakers or the Celtics back then, and all them guys couldn't compete with this day and age? The Pistons, the kick-ass Pistons, bro, they would beat the hell out of these little kids that get prime team missed at halftime.
Bro, the 12th man on any current NBA roster would be torching those teams. Torching. They've got more of a bag now than any of those guys did back then. It's not even up for debate.
It is up for debate because you're insane.
You're
That's
talking about skill
insane.
because they have more money, but they don't have more.
They don't have more skill
than
now?
Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan. Those got the 12th man on the. What's your boy's name? They're more skillful than Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan and Larry Bird.
The average NBA player today at the end of the bench
Solana.
has more
Solana.
skill than
Did you hit the EpiPen?
than
Did you hit
any
the
of the
EpiPen?
guys
Did you hit your
any of the
head?
guys coming off the bench in the NBA from 1950
Did you fall off another
to
ladder?
1990. It's
fell
not
off
even,
another ladder?
It's not even up for debate. I'm not saying that the 12th man is better than Michael Jordan. Hear what I'm saying. The average NBA player today at the end of the bench was 10,000 times better than the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th guy who was playing in the NBA up
BJ
until the
Armstrong
mid-90s.
would run circles around what's the Nikola Jovic.
Oh, my
run
goodness.
circles around him.
Couldn't even see BJ.
A 6'10" forward with speed who can dribble the basketball and shoot the basketball. I mean, that guy would have been the highest paid player in the NBA.
Yeah. That's why he plays so much now. That's why he plays so much now.
Yeah.
He's
Myron
amazing.
Gardner. Can you imagine Myron Gardner going head-to-head against Dennis Johnson in the 80s Celtics? I mean, get out of here with that.
Slammed him in the 4th row.
Bam Adebayo could crawl faster than Larry Bird could sprint.
Bam is not a bench player, first of all, but Larry Bird is 50,000 times the basketball player Bam Adebayo is.
Really? Because how many points did Larry Bird score in a game?
1,000 times.
You're talking about the guy who scored 83 points in a game? Is that what you're talking
How
about?
many championships does Bam lead his team to?
If
You
Bam
think
would've
there's
played
an
in the 80s,
argument?
we'd be talking
There's an
about
argument for Bird versus Adebayo.
Did I make the argument for Bird versus Adebayo?
You just did.
I said Bam could crawl faster than Larry Bird could sprint. Because physically, Bam Adebayo and every player in the NBA today is physically on another level than anybody was other than Michael Jordan.
This is
in
what happened.
the
This is what
70s and
happened.
80s.
Listen, my generation's to blame for allowing this to happen.
You stopped spanking them.
That's right. We would go at halftime of the game where you're watching Ricky Sobers go head-to-head against Larry Bird. I'd get to Chicago Stadium. I'd go to a filthy, foul public restroom, and then to wash my hands, it's a towel that's been used by 5,000 people before me, and I'm just pulling it down a little bit further. And guess what I'm doing? I might even wipe my face with it. I might even wipe my face with it, Solana. And then your weak-ass generation comes in here with your handy wipes. They're going to school with their own handy wipes. They don't even, I can't even use one-ply toilet paper, not even two-ply toilet paper. They got to use moisturized toilet paper now. They're the softest generation. Unbelievable what happened. Our fault. I'm taking the blame for it. But we're the ones who allowed this to happen.
Air blades.
That's your 15 minutes of heat.
Ridiculous.
Can we watch your Simone Fontecchio interview?
Yeah, I think we should watch it.
All right, this is today. So is this the entire thing?
No, this is just me talking to him about Italy getting ousted.
Solana was talking to Simone Fontecchio at shoot-around today, and he asked him about Italy not making the World Cup again.
Yeah. I have a feeling you guys are going to be sick of me after the first two words here, but we'll go through this.
Azzurri, right? The Azzurri, tough loss. So for another World Cup, your Italian national team won't be there. How tough is that? It was a tough way to go out.
No, it's definitely tough. Definitely disappointment, for the whole country, but I don't want to say it was expected, but the way things have been going for the last 15 whatever years, that's the reality of the fact. So, I feel bad for the guys because they actually tried, but it's nothing you can say, nothing you can do about it. So.
We talked before. I told you I'm from Uruguay, and I'm sorry because it feels like ever since Suarez bit Chiellini in Brazil, the Italian World Cup dream has kind of gone in the wrong direction. So I apologize for that.
No, it's definitely been, as I said, disappointing. The last two appearances we did, we only played 3 games and we got kicked out from the group stage. So, as I said, there's not much we can do. We just try to renew everything we can renew and start from scratch once again.
Was the family a little heartbroken in Italy? I imagine it was a national nightmare, kind of reliving it again.
No, definitely people is I don't want to say he's used to it by now, but obviously there was some discouragement all over the country. But as I said, you got to move on.
Objection. Badgering the witness.
I mean, give me something, Simone. That's not just, it's tough. I mean, give me something, man. Crush
you think
somebody.
You could score a bucket off him?
Simone?
Yeah.
Nah, no chance.
But you do think you could score a bucket off John Crotty?
Well, yeah, probably could.
Because I'm watching you next to Simone Fontecchio, and he's jacked, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's jacked. But I know you have a false belief in your own skills.
No, not on Simone. No joke. Simone Fontecchio is in unbelievable shape, and he's 6'10". His wingspan is 7 feet. Like, no shot. But Simone would have been 20 and 15 guy in 1970, no doubt.
Could you score on anybody on the roster?
Right now on the Heat? Other than Khalil Ware in a pick and roll situation, I don't think so.
All right, let's get the headlines here with Solana, brought to you by Doral Kia. You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Visit them at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com.
Or Terry Rozier, if he bet on me.
Under.
Have you guys seen this, since we're talking about the NBA? Have you guys seen LeBron, the video of him ripping Memphis, basically saying he's on the golf course and he's just kind of shooting the bleep, and he's like, why are we still out here, have to be at this brutal Hyatt? You guys should be in Nashville by now. And then there's been so many NBA players, videos of NBA players just crushing the city of Memphis, talking about the one hotel across the stadium that's garbage, apparently. Do you think this could actually move the NBA?
Yes.
Into
this is
thinking about
becoming
moving
a talking point. It's like it's snowballing. You've got active players, LeBron, by the way, who carries some weight, saying it flat out. Get out of Memphis, get to Nashville. Nashville, players want to play in Nashville. Nashville's a party city. Nobody wants to go to Memphis. I've never been, so I can't speak from experience, but it's not the first time I've heard that.
I was just there because the big St. Jude is in the first St. Jude. The big campus is in Memphis. And we had to go to Memphis to do Penny Hardaway because he coaches in Memphis and all. I know my cachet is nothing, but there is nothing to do in Memphis. And nothing at all. Like no restaurant. I'm not even talking about partying. Like, hey, what do you want to eat?
Graceland. That's it.
Who wants to go to Graceland? It's a tough city to swallow. It's a tough pill to be in Memphis for a couple of days.
Especially to be in the same state as Nashville, which everyone wants to go to.
Yeah, Nashville's fun. Memphis has like Beale Street or something.
Marlins lost. 8-2 is the final.
All right. Could still win the series.
Yeah. Not a great outing by Yuri.
Yeah, the tough one. I text in Gatlinburg. I don't know why people like Gatlinburg.
Gatlinburg's great for one day.
I told you guys I went to Gatlinburg for the bachelor party last year.
The sausage
and it's like,
fest.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, like 14 dudes in a cabin, but it's basically just like Woods, Orlando. You know, like it's the same thing. That one strip in Orlando. I forgot what
we went on a road trip. I
Kissimmee?
told you, DJ was like, 10 years old or whatever, and so there was beef jerky in every store, and there's mold your hand kiosk, and Gatlinburg was great. It was great for a day or two with a young kid.
I went in high school with a teammate, Daniel Bettis, and his whole family. So the Bettis family and young Crowder go to Gatlinburg. We were there for like 5 days.
Too much.
I was miserable.
No good.
Hey, you want to get on the little air ride again? I'm like, he's been on the damn air ride. But we can't keep going on the air ride.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Called a monorail. What's that little air ride called with the little buckets?
Little like the tram.
No, the little thing that goes from like pole to pole and you like ride a circle.
Yeah.
There's one around the Dolphin Stadium.
Yeah.
Not a tram, is it?
Like a
It's like a cable car. isn't
cable
it?
car.
Cable car.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a cable car.
I don't know.
Although a
about
cable
that.
car might be like a trolley.
That's an old book. Lucy and the Cable Car.
No, cable car. I think cable car is what they have in San Francisco. Aren't those cable cars? No. Look at that. Yeah, there's two. This is considered a cable car, which is what you're
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah, that's what you ride 100 times in Gatlinburg.
Yep.
But this is also considered a cable car.
No, that's a cable train. Yes.
Literally a cable car.
I don't think so.
There's no such thing as a cable train.
I don't know about you, but that doesn't look like a car to me. That looks like a train to me.
Oh yeah, and the thing hanging off the off the wire up in the air looks like a car to you?
It looks a lot more like a
Hey.
car than the train, than the
Listen.
actual train.
I know. I like smart people. Johnny Williams, y'all know Johnny, my attorney, called a gondola
A gondola. Yeah, good call. Good call.
cable car.
But there's also a gondola that goes in the water.
Right. That's not a gondola. The gondola is the one that you do in what's that city in Italy.
You're the Italian expert.
I've never been to Italy, so I've been on a gondola.
Right, but you've done it at Caesar's Palace, right?
No, you've done it at the Venetian.
The Venetian. Well, I'm not the Vegas expert.
He's an Italian expert.
Oof, rough segment for me, man.
Cable train.
All right.
What's that famous? It's a famous book. Something in the cable car.
Thomas the Tank Engine.
I'm not fooling with you.
Did you guys see the video of Tiger Woods tell the cop? Oh, sorry, I was just on the phone with the president.
It is so great. Did you see that, Crowder?
Yeah.
They go. He like walks away from the crash site, and then you hear the cop on his camera. He's like, Mr. Woods, we need you down here. You got to stay down here. And he comes waltzing back down. He's like putting his phone in. Okay, yeah, I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you in a bit. And he puts his phone in his pocket, and he goes, I was talking to the president.
I saw that.
Now, do you think he was actually talking to the president? He absolutely could. We know Trump takes phone calls from anybody who has his number. He doesn't mind talking. Tiger Woods is dating Trump's
son's ex-wife.
They've always had a good relationship. Or do you think that was a put on to try to get the cops to realize that, yes, I know you know I'm Tiger Woods, but you also know I'm that important?
Yes, that was a lie. Let me.
You don't think he was
slide on
actually
Tiger
just
Woods.
talking to him?
No, it wasn't on the phone. There was nobody. It probably rung when he was talking, and then he had to put it down real fast. He was not on the phone with the president.
I wish he
knew it.
wasn't. I wish he wasn't, because you would hope the president would be in a situation where, like, hey, if Tiger needs to contact me, we'll set something up. I really think he called the president.
Oh,
And
I think he may have called him. The question is, did he get through? Was he actually done talking to him? I was just talking to the president, is what he said. Did he actually have a conversation with him?
Yeah.
Or did he try to get through, couldn't get through, but still dropped the line on the cop? Oh, I was just talking to the president.
Line drop.
Nah, I think he was chatting with Trump, man. I think
It's
think-
possible.
I
It's definitely
think he
possible.
was. Yeah, I
It's
really think he
possible,
was.
But I've done it. I get pulled over when I was going in Ronnie's Porsche. I told y'all the story. As soon as it came up, I said every name of the Dolphins I knew.
Yep.
Why are you going so fast? I'm going to see Don Shula and Nick Saban. They're waiting for me. Zach Thomas, Jason Taylor, and Wayne Huizinga's there as well. I just started yelling names out that I knew. And the dude told me to slow the hell down and gave my ID back.
You know, flip your car over though.
No. I was flying down 95 though.
All right, your weather in South Florida, it is 82 degrees. Tonight, the lows, they're going to drop into the mid-70s. That weather report is brought to you by our good friends at Tornado Roofing and Contracting. Storm season is coming. Make sure your home is ready. Get your free roof and window estimate today. Visit tornadoroofing.com.
All right, you're going to have a chance to win Eagles tickets when we come back, so make sure you're listening. Don't go anywhere. Everyone is invited to the Hard Rock Bet Party. Doesn't matter who you are, your name is on the list. Sign up today, double your winnings on your first 10 bets, maximum $50, but you can double your winnings on your first 10 bets. So download the Hard Rock Bet app right now. Make your first deposit, get the party started. On Hard Rock Bet, the double your winnings welcome offer is just the tip-off as we get to the round of 4 tomorrow night and the championship then. It's time to step up your game with daily dancing boosts featuring a live profit boost and a parlay profit boost for the biggest games of the season in college hoops. So when the lights are brightest, shoot your shot with boosted odds on Hard Rock Bet. Baseball's back. We've been watching a game during the afternoon here, Miami and New York. Hard Rock Bet is the best place to get in on every pitch, strikeout and home run. It's all right there in the palm of your hand. If you're late to place your bets, don't worry. Hard Rock Bet has live betting for practically any sports. I do that all the time. Any game, anytime. Plus, for select games, you'll even be able to watch the action through their in-app live streams. So it all starts with you downloading the Hard Rock Bet app right now. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
This is Crowder and Solana.
You're not going to learn anything about sports on this show. I'm sorry. You're not. But I know McDonald's.
Go
Oh, little Eagles here, which means it's exactly 440. How about that?
Hey.
Give away our final pair of Eagles tickets here. Eagles are coming to Hard Rock Live in May. And if you don't win them here on your final chance, you can purchase tickets at casino.hardrock.com or Ticketmaster. But if your caller number
15.
Caller number 15, you will get a pair of Eagles tickets courtesy of us. 305-567-0560. 305-567-0560. Caller number 15 will get the tickets. We get to even watch Solana answer the phones here on the video stream. Very exciting.
A lot of forehead.
What kind of jacket is that, Solana? Can he hear it? What kind of jacket is that?
That's the Miami Open jacket. I got it at the Miami Open.
You bought a jacket at the Miami Open? That had to be $175.
Yeah, I was a little drunk, so I just made a bad decision.
Is easy. That's how much was it? It had to be $175.
It was probably like $200. Probably like 180, 175. Yeah, yeah. But it's fire. It's Lacoste. Let me see if I can get you a Lacoste. It's got the little green. Yeah, and then the back is sweet too.
That's a nice jacket.
Yeah.
Not worth $614 plus tax, but
crazy though. Yeah, you go to a tennis tourney and all of a sudden you walk out of there with like $300 in clothes because he bought that hat as well. Had to be $40.
Yep, 45.
Oh, when we go with the kids, I'm 500 in.
Well, kids though are one thing. You're buying kids stuff. He's just living
kid.
high on the hog.
What caller number was I on? Do you guys remember?
I don't remember, but we're looking for 15.
Saw 3. I saw you pick up 3.
Mark Light Shake has announced what their opponent's shake is for this weekend. The Hurricanes in college baseball are hosting Virginia. Virginia Tech, the Hokies.
Turkey.
The opponent shake is the Virginia Blackberry Pie Shake. Vanilla, blackberries, pie crust, and blueberry pie filling.
Oh, I could fool with that.
So I had texted to Lee Sterling because he always goes to Hurricanes baseball games. He's got season tickets. And he says, very excited. Huckleberry and blackberry are my 2 all-time favorites. He said, have you ever had a huckleberry pie or a huckleberry milkshake? I didn't know huckleberry existed.
Some kid's name back in the day. Right? Huckleberry Finn.
Huckleberry Finn, you're right. Did you know there were huckleberries?
I did. I'm from I'm a country dude. I knew that. I knew huckleberry was a real thing.
Huh. Have you ever had huckleberry pie?
I've had pie. I've had actual huckleberries.
Yeah, Lee Sterling loves huckleberries. He loves blackberries as well, he said, and blueberries. Lori eats blueberries all day long. She's got blueberries just out. So if she's walking in the kitchen, she's got a big tub of blueberries, and she just pops a few in her mouth, keeps her satisfied during the day, and a healthy, I think they're antioxidants, blueberries.
Yeah, they are. Put them in shakes a lot. When I get into my little, protein shake mold, you get blueberries.
So Lee Sterling says huckleberries in northern Utah, Idaho, Washington, Oregon, and Wyoming. In the summer, there's milkshake stands all over the place, and they offer huckleberry milkshakes.
I had them in Georgia. So
I've never had huckleberry before. The Virginia, the opponent shake, Solana, at Mark Light this weekend for Virginia, for Vatek, is Virginia blackberry pie. A Virginia blackberry pie shake. So
I love a blackberry pie.
vanilla, blackberries, pie crust, and blackberry pie filling.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah, I can get with this one, Solana.
Yeah. What you guys talking about? Blueberries?
Lori loves blueberries. I was just mentioning.
Yeah, I eat blueberries just out of the box, kind of
That's
like
what Lori
how you
does.
eat popcorn. Just boom.
I was telling Crowder that she keeps a little tray of blueberries in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And so when she's walking through the kitchen, she's a little hungry. She grabs a couple of blueberries.
Yeah, I do that with blackberries too. Blueberries, blackberries, love them.
I'm not a big berry guy. I do like cotton candy grapes.
I have a couple lemon heads and red hots in my bedroom.
You don't keep candy in the bedroom, do you?
Yeah. In my drawer next to my little nightstand drawer.
Stop it.
And the kids know it, and they come steal my candy, but I know they stole my candy.
What would you be doing with candy in the bedroom?
Because I eat candy before I go to bed.
What?
I go lay down. We eat dinner, get the kids to bed. Then I have my candy. I have right now I have Jelly Belly jelly beans, lemon heads, and red hots in the drawer. And I get some seltzer water with a bunch of ice, and I chew the ice, and then I eat the candy. Then I go to sleep.
Oh, you are a nightmare. First of all, you chewing on ice. I've been around you when you've done that before. Your poor wife. You gnawing on ice cubes.
Yeah, all night.
But then you just sit there and you eat candy?
All night long.
And I'm guessing you crunch the lemon heads. Like you just...
Yeah, you got to crunch them. Lemon head, red hots, jelly bellies, jelly beans. And then, some seltzer water, man. That is a night. Watch Love on the Spectrum. What? That is a God-sent night.
It's a great show.
My goodness, bro. I'm stuck in a vortex of Love on the Spectrum.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, it's a great show. By the way, Hoch, my generation's the issue. I mean, look at what this guy's doing.
Well, that's a man's thing. That is a man's thing. You sit and eat candy in bed.
Yeah, that's a man's
Smoke a
thing.
cigarette in bed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, your generation, you probably eat your lemon heads with a fork and knife.
You got to have them cut. Oh, man. Oh, man. My foot's tingling, though. I ate a lot of candy. That foot's tingling. Yeah, that foot's tingling.
No question about it.
I didn't realize huckleberries it was like an actual different
I didn't know they existed. I really didn't.
Huckleberry was Huckleberry Finn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was telling them that, but I had huckleberries as a kid, but they're not in grocery stores. It's like you got to get them on the side of the road or just some random place.
Small, tart to sweet, nutrient-dense berries.
Like, would I be able to go, if I went to Trader Joe's,
No.
you think I could get huckleberries down here?
I've never seen a huckleberry in a store.
Yeah.
Like a real store. I've seen them in like little roadside, kiosk or somebody selling them out the back of their van.
Says harvested wild, they're used in jams, pies, syrups, found often in mountainous Pacific Northwest regions.
Huckleberry. All right, anyway, 5 o'clock Funky Buddha Happy Hour is coming up next. We'll get caught up on the headlines. Got a big weekend in sports here in Miami with the opening of new stadium for Inter Miami. This weekend also, maybe you want to head out to Gulfstream Park, make a plan, spend a day enjoying some great horse racing at Gulfstream Park in beautiful Hallandale Beach. They have live racing Thursdays through Sundays through the entire month of April. Also, Cirque du Soleil Lucia is playing at Gulfstream Park through April 25th. So if you want to see that under the big top there, make sure you get your tickets online. Mark your calendars for the annual Kentucky Derby Trackside Watch Party, which is Saturday, May 2nd. Details and ticketing available right now at gulfstreampark.com/events. Gulfstream Park, perfect for a day of racing and fun. Also a perfect venue for groups, events, and private parties. They host groups from 10 to over 1,000 people. But make it a day at Gulfstream Park sometime soon. Nothing better than a beautiful South Florida day, betting on some horses and enjoying the great sights and sounds at Gulfstream Park. You can get all the details at gulfstreampark.com.
This is Crowder and Solana.
I'm going to flip your chair over if I was in this wheelchair.
No, just like the wind. With just one touch,
My fault on the new song from Georgie for our 5 o'clock Funky Buddha happy hour. I forgot to upload it to Solana. And so then he said, hey, we're going to play the new theme song from Georgie. And I just whiffed on it. But it was kind of a last minute decision that we were going to play it today. So we'll debut it next week. My bad. I just, I was like, yeah, we'll play it, but then I didn't do anything in order to allow it to be played. So
it's really my fault, Crowder and listeners, because Hoch mentioned that, and I just assumed I had it, but I didn't. I had the old 5 o'clock version.
Right. Yeah.
That
No, there's
you made a couple tweaks to it.
New version. So we'll do it next week. I apologize. 5 o'clock hour is the Funky Buddha happy hour. And it's brought to you by our friends at Funky Buddha Brewery, where if you want to watch a little college basketball tomorrow night, that's a good spot to do so. Don't know if you're aware, but they have very tasty food and beverages at Funky Buddha, which really is what you want for a little college basketball watching experience. So go there. See what else they have at the tap room this weekend, because they've got that no crusts. No crusts is back on the menu, back on the drink menu this weekend. So they're doing
peanut butter and jelly bean.
Yeah,
goodness.
So no crusts, peanut butter and jelly brown ale. They've got sticky treats. This is this weekend's beer menu. Sticky treats, which I love. Peanut butter banana. MBCP, maple bacon coffee porter with peanuts and banana.
Ooh.
Like actual peanuts? That was going viral on Twitter today. A lot of people, if you're not from the South, you've never heard of peanuts and Coca-Cola, where people put actual peanuts in their Coca-Cola bottle or glass of Coke.
Yeah.
For what?
It's a good sweet and salty mix.
That's crazy.
It's like the original version of boba.
Hey, I was at the airport and a whole table got Coke with milk in it.
What?
I've seen that too.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there at the bar and the dude is, and I can see the bartender. He made a whole tray and had glass of Coke and poured milk in all of them and gave them to a whole table. I don't know if they're European. They looked foreign, but Coke with milk. Yeah.
They have at Funky Buddha this weekend the Chilla Thrilla. Blonde ale with mango and guava.
Ooh, that sounds good.
I love mango. Lori loves guava.
Yeah, about time to head back to Funky Buddha. Seems like they're doing some stuff over there for me.
They are, man. They've got orange creamsicle El Camino Haze. Hazy IPA with orange and vanilla.
Come on. No, talk to me, Ryan. Talk to me, KC. What are y'all
doing? And then
doing?
on the food menu, because No Crusts gets released back into the tap room this weekend. On the food menu, they got PB&J chicken wings. Crispy wings tossed in Thai peanut sauce, drizzled with raspberry jam, and topped with crushed peanuts.
I'm in.
Well, I like a Thai peanut sauce, but a little cutesy for me there on the PB&J wings. Let's be honest. I just can't get wings and nachos at this damn place.
You got to snazz it up a little bit, man. You can't just have wings. You got to have PB&J wings.
They also have this weekend at Funky Buddha Nutter Butter Bacon Smash Burger. Melted provolone, peanut Nutella bacon spread, and blackberry jam. Boy, everybody's using blackberry this weekend. What the hell's going on?
Chef Jeff in his bag this weekend.
Served on a brioche bun.
Chef Jeff in his bag this weekend, Hawk.
I love a brioche bun. Oh, so good.
Oh,
That's the brioche bun top of the line, pretzel bun, bottom of the barrel. I'll go to my grave giving you that one.
I'm not a pretzel guy. I'm
Pretzel
fishing
bun. What
tomorrow
a waste of
all
a
day.
bun, man.
And my wife, she's the coolest in the world. This Easter, she locks in. The day of Easter is like it's crazy. She locks in where we're doing Easter. We're going to
Like
church.
locks
we're
in
doing all that.
religiously, like, hey, we're not messing around with this one.
We're not messing around with Easter. She calls the pastor, Pastor David. I go to church by the Glade. She talks to his wife. We schedule our time to go. Like, she locks in for Easter. So
you got peeps in the house?
She gives me 360 days a year. So the 5 that she has to get, I give it to her. So I'm not doing anything on Sunday.
Got peeps?
We do have peeps.
Yeah, you got to have peeps.
Yeah. Chaz, we were fishing. I bought him a big box of like 12 peeps, and he stayed in the car, said he wanted to play on his iPad, and I got out to cast the poles out. I got back in the car. He ate all 12 peeps.
Oh,
he
that's
was
my
jacked
kind
up.
of kid. There you go.
Oh.
Eat the peeps. Stay in the car. You don't need all the mosquitoes and whatever at the fishing site at the creek.
Yeah, but now he's running around the house, just running around circles around the house for the next 3 hours. He's high on sugar.
I told you years ago we went to Alaska with the ticket wizard and his wife. This was before David was even born. Went to Alaska and they wanted to do this this tour. What's the dog mushing or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dog sledding.
Dog
or whatever.
sledding. But
Yeah.
you're not even dog sledding. You're in someone's backyard, and you put on their jackets and hats or whatever, so you could take your pictures. Maybe there were dogs. There were live dogs, mangy, flea-ridden, whatever. And so the ticket wizard, his wife, and Lori, they go in for this thing, and I stayed in the car, and I read my USA Today and had some candy.
Well, first off, you said live dogs. I don't know if you could mush with dead dogs.
Because it could just be like a photo op, where it's just. But I don't think they were really mushing. And I just think there was like, it's like we pull up. It's just someone's house in there. I mean, this was before the days of apps and cell phones, so it wasn't even like you had TripAdvisor or anything to know what you're doing. So there's like a brochure at the hotel. You want to go dog mushing, and like. They've got these pictures on. I mean, they're wearing strangers' jackets and hats and gloves. Who's paying for this? I had the time of my life. 4 great sections in the USA Today. Oh, I had the best time.
Life experience.
Yeah.
You want to know a really bad movie? I bet you Crowder's seen it with Cuba Gooding Jr. It's called Snow Dogs.
Oh, great movie.
You can't say great movie.
It is. When I tell you, it is the worst movie ever made. Snow Dogs.
Yeah, it is. It's a bad movie. They should have casted Michael Keaton. Lined right up with his career.
Anyway, let's do headlines for the 5 o'clock Funky Buddha Happy Hour, brought to you by our friends at Doral Kia. You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Visit them at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com.
Fleas can't live in Alaska. It's too cold.
Yeah, trust me, there's fleas. I saw the condition of this backyard. Trust me, there's fleas.
And mange.
Hey, the women's tournament Final Four is tonight, and then tomorrow is the Final Four for the men's as well. Do you guys maybe want to throw a little something here, like a 6 or an 8? Or how many games are we going to play? 4? A 4-game parlay?
Well, it's really
want to do a little 4-game parlay?
Really 2 games. You're talking about the men's tournament, or you're talking about men's and women's?
We'll bet all 4, men's and women.
I'm saving my betting money for Inter Miami.
I already have. Coach L says he believes in Illinois, so I already got Illinois winning, and they're the favorite now. I think I got them as the dog or something, but it totally swung, and I'm riding with Don Staley tonight. South Carolina knocks off UConn.
You're going with the Gamecocks over UConn?
I love Don Staley. I'm not going with the Gamecocks. I'm going with Don Staley.
Yeah, no shot, dude. No shot.
I know why you don't like Don Staley.
I like Gino Auriemma. The games tomorrow, by the way, Michigan, Arizona is going to be the late game, like 9 o'clock. Arizona is a 1.5-point dog going up against Michigan. And then Illinois and UConn tomorrow starts at 6 o'clock. UConn is a 1.5-point dog as well. So Illinois is the favorite tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right? I was looking
Inter
for
Miami.
dog mushing pictures, but I can't find them.
Hoch, how do you not have experiences? Like, go outdoors.
I got plenty of experiences. I don't need to put on other people's clothing.
Hoch, 10 years I've asked you to go fishing with me. Just jump on the boat one time. Let's go catch a snapper or two. We'll have a good time. Time of your life.
I'm fine. I'm good.
Inter Miami, they're a heavy favorite tomorrow. Minus 260 on the money line. They're hosting
Austin's
Austin
no good.
FC.
We're going to talk with Chris Whittingham in the next segment, so we'll talk a little about Inter Miami and them opening up the new stadium. Austin's no good?
I don't know. Honestly, I haven't really been paying attention to the MLS, so I'm not sure.
No good,
I'll
no
look it up
good.
real quick.
Watch it, Solana.
Austin is one win, 2 draws, 2 losses. They only have 5 points, so they're 11th in the Western Conference. I'm pretty sure that's Matthew McConaughey's team.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm pretty
Like
sure
he
he's
owns
the
them
owner.
or he roots for them?
No, he owns them. He's one
Oh,
of
I
the
didn't know
owners. I think.
He does the pregame speeches for Texas, and they're terrible.
Well, yeah, he lives in the Austin area, so it makes sense.
This is the most Matthew McConaughey thing ever. You ready? Matthew McConaughey is a minority owner and the official minister of culture for MLS club Austin FC.
That's excellent. Congratulations, by the way, Mac McClung, Kia NBA G League MVP.
Can he go back to college?
It's amazing how great he is just up until the NBA. Like he runs the G League. He plays for the Bulls now, so I watch him every now and then when I'm watching the Bulls games. He runs the G League right into the NBA. Can't even sniff being good. You know what I mean? Like it's so wild. Win the slam dunk over and over and over. Run the G League. Like it's amazing to be that good and then just can't get over that little hump.
It shows you how the 1% of the 1% thing is.
Yep.
He's 3% of the 1%, but he can't get those other 2% off.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, the Miami Heat, they're going to host the Washington Wizards. It's a 3 o'clock start time tomorrow, and it will be Bam Adebayo's first game going up against the Wizards since he scored 83 points on them. I was looking at the Hard Rock Bet app to see if a line was out, and they don't have one yet because it's for tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm going to look to see like what it is on another site, but what do you guys think his over-under is going to be set at tomorrow?
Oh, Bam? I'll go 22.5.
No. 20.
You think it would just be
Because
20 and a
they're
half?
bad. Washington's really bad.
The Heat
And
are 17-point favorites tomorrow.
yeah.
And
I
he
would go
doesn't-
22.5 because his lines have been like 21.5. So I think he gets that extra point juice because of the 83-point game.
But do they play him if they're up by because last time it got saying there was a whole controversy about them, him run up the score and fouling and all that stuff. Where Bam goes out and gets them, they're up by 15. They pull Bam, let Khalil get a bunch of minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think the Heat are in any position to let up on anybody right now. Like, they have to guarantee that they win the game tomorrow.
The Wizards are a middle school team.
Bro, tomorrow's going to be a different type of game, man. The Wizards are coming out tomorrow. I really think it's going to be something.
You know the
But
Heat tweeted out. He tweeted out a few hours ago, postseason tickets are on sale now.
Yeah.
If you want to be entertained, read the replies.
Solana, if you're encouraged to fight me, I know how the fight's gonna go. No matter how much energy and encouragement and fire you have in your belly, like they're gonna whoop their ass. That's what's gonna happen.
I mean, you hope so, but Crowder, you see that all the time in the NBA where a team is a 10, 12, 15-point underdog and they get hot. It's a meaningful game for them. And there's a different type of game ends up playing out. Like that happens all the time.
Son, I'm killing the NBA betting right now, betting 5 and 16 parlays of heavy favorites, and it always ends up being a win.
Yeah. Nothing's happening except that Miami Indiana game. It's the only one. It's the only outlier. Yo, you got to read the responses to that Heat post. It's unbelievable. This franchise is so much more worthy than the responses they're getting. People need to hush their mouths. I don't think they sold a lot of postseason tickets based on these.
I'll go to a playing game. We can go to a playing game, fellas.
All right. Anything else in the headlines?
A whole new wave of young Heat fans, though, that weren't around for the big three.
Yeah, I'm teasing when I understand. Frustrated.
No.
Heat fans being frustrated.
But I'm saying, Hoch, like the people reacting that way, in my opinion, are like these young fans who, like, this is what they know, and we all have the luxury of experiencing something not that long ago, the greatest 4 years in Miami sports history. I saw a Heat fan account who, they post videos, like an aggregator account. He's like, I can't do this anymore. I'm tapping out after 2 years. Like 2 years, you bum. Like you got to go through 15 years of agonizing pain before you can tap out.
Sit through the Ricky Davis era and then tell me you're tapping out.
Because they all got asthma and allergies. They can't deal with stuff.
They're soft.
Yeah.
Man, you didn't sit through 2 seasons of Roni Turioff. I'll tell you about I love Roni Turioff.
He's a DJ.
No, that's Ronnie Cycli.
Oh.
They look nothing alike.
I was going to say completely different color, different position, different era.
Yep.
I love cycling.
Your weather in South Florida right now.
He's the white guy.
The big white guy, the big DJ guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like cycling. Who's Turioff is the goofball.
Roni Turioff. He was an energy guy, would always be waving the towel, man.
Oh man.
Loved Roni Turioff. You remember him, Solana? Or are you too young?
I remember
Roni Turioff. No, he was on the big three teams.
Yeah,
Roni Turioff.
he was recent.
He was?
Yeah.
Yeah. He couldn't catch.
Was? Are you sure?
100%. He was on that 2012 title team. I would bet my life on that.
Well, he was on the team. He didn't tie his shoes though.
Nah, dude, Roni Turioff, like every now and then, energy guy off the bench. He had the cornrows. Remember he had the cornrows. Everybody loved the cornrows. I know
exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, he's French, Roni Turioff.
Well, he was only on the Heat for 1 season.
Yeah, 2012.
Huh. Played only 13 games for the Heat? Wow.
Yeah, that's right. He had an underbite. I like people with an underbite.
I think I'm the only one with a Turioff Heat jersey.
It's 82 degrees. Tonight the lows are going to drop into the mid-70s. That weather report was brought to you by our good friends at Tornado Roofing and Contracting, replacing roofs, roof repairs, maintenance, and hurricane impact windows and doors. Visit tornadoroofing.com.
All right, we'll talk with Chris Whittingham about the grand opening of the new Inter Miami Stadium. New stadium. That is tomorrow. Cheetah Pompano, that's a great spot to watch some college hoops. They got 4 stages of entertainment and VIP areas, the most beautiful ladies in South Florida. Cheetah Pompano has the amazing complimentary gourmet lunch till 3 p.m. every day, happy hour specials till 6. Again, there's 2 tournament games tomorrow night, and then the championship game. You watch them at Cheetah Pompano or Cheetah Palm Beach. Perfect spot. Don't forget, if you're planning a bachelor party, there's no better place to have it than Cheetah Pompano or Cheetah Palm Beach. You can get the details online or at either of the clubs. Every day is a great day at Cheetah Pompano Beach, especially on the weekend. And make sure you visit Cheetah Palm Beach as well. Get all the details at cheetahsofl.com.
This is Hoch, Crowder, and Solana.
Socrates once said, "You don't know what your body can do until it does it."